Dun, dun, bruh. Dun, 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 dun. Do you do that when it comes on? Do, 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 do.
Dun, dun. Sorry, I got my headphone. Like, I'm always kind of editing things for our wonderful show.
She's so busy.
So I think I'm just gonna put this one out for us to watch because I don't even know what I need to edit out. So it might be the rough cut.
Welcome everybody to Sip Ki. We're busy and Joleen. We're so excited to have you here today. We missed you all so much. We missed you all so I created the title and there's no reason for it. Girl.
What?
Girl. Okay. First of all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let us know why you're here. I want to get straight into the show. Okay. So what are you doing? Let's do a tennis. I want to get straight into the show.
A tennis card.
I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Hold on. So y'all, tell us what you're sipping on, where you're sipping on it from, and who's your favorite Marvel character?
A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? A tennis call. Let me know what kind of meat you're chewing on. Is it rare? Is it medium rare? Or is it well done just like my tea? Just kidding, it's stale and only I get paid.
And what's your favorite Marvel character?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with it. My boyfriend, because he knew we were going live tonight, he made my glass of ice early.
Oh, what a sweetie, Tay the Bay.
Is it? Look, the ice is almost gone. Do you see this water?
Now you have water. You have ice water. That's so sweet.
Oh, please. Okay, so what I'm sipping on, I love my baby daddy. I never let him go. Is God,
I love my baby daddy. I never let him go. Sorry.
So delicious. It's
I haven't had that one yet. Oh, caffeinated.
Citrus and green tea, girl. You know I'm gonna need it. It's citrus and green tea. So I've slowly started backing out of like flavored waters. I do it for online, but we have a babe, what's that thing called? I have the soda stream. I have a soda stream. So I only make carbonated water, and y'all know I'm falling in love with lemons. So I carbonate my water as much as I can carbonate it, pour it into it, and then squeeze a lemon. So but for online purposes for y'all, I still do a drink. So let's do this one here. Testing.
You won't break my soul. Sorry. Sir, that was crispy like pee-pee. That was really good.
Perfect
crispy.
Stream.
Perfect stream right in the trough urinal at the sports show. I don't know. I hear that's where men pee together and enjoy it. Thank you, Stoned and Need Free Pizza. Appreciate you both for the first super chat of the live, I believe. Busy, if you guys want to support the channel, liking, subscribing. We're on our way to 2K, which is super exciting. Sending a super chat is fantastic. It pisses off our haters. We buy lots of drugs. And let's see. We also have Cash App. I still have Tay's Cash App and Venmo, but you can send it there.
We everything you send to us, no matter who it is. I don't know if you intended for us to split everything, but Joleen and I, we split every single thing. So
like literally someone will send me, here's $5, and I'll go, Busy, here's $2.50, and then he'll do the same thing. And we just go back and forth with each other.
We literally split everything. So
and that's why we've
not intended, y'all. We split everything. This is my bestie, and it takes both of our times up. So we split everything.
And that's why we've never had restraining orders against each other. Because sharing means a mother effing caring.
What you drinking?
Yes. Oh, me. It's my turn. It's my turn. Super crispy, super crispy. Okay. I am drinking a Diet Coke with my lovely straw from Mims. Shout out to Mims. And a LaCroix. It's again, I discovered a new LaCroix. It's like a beach plum, but I ran out because I drank them all. So this is the guava, the guavo, the guava, the guavo. Delicious. Let's hear it. Okay. Let's hear it for the boys. Okay, I'm doing this. Let's hear it for my man. Let's hear it for my baby. Okay. Sorry.
Good. I like that.
Really? Thank you.
Notes.
Okay, here we go. Did I do it?
It was a little crispy.
Thank you. Oh, I just spilled water like I peed myself. I'm good. I gotta go put on a poise pad. I'll be back.
Yep.
And
My best friend, everybody, give it up for her.
Busy, do you know what a poise pad is?
No. Oh yeah, poise pad. Yes.
What is it?
It is isn't it a form of a pad?
Every demon shall flee that is attacking John Yates right this second in Jesus' name.
Come on,
Jesus'
rebuke
name. Yeah, but it's especially for urine.
Really?
It's for urine.
You know, I always thought if I was going to be a trucker or if I took long distance drives, I always wanted to feel like I should put on Depends because less stops and I'll get right there. But I was like, I don't want to sit in my own urine. I mean, but babies do it. So, like, could I make a trip to Vegas and have on a Depends?
I mean, you could, but there could be like chafing. You could get an infection. You could, you know how there's a brown finger? It could be a brown.
Bad.
Yeah. Did you hear that there was talks
creating
about
a car seat with a urine thing
underneath? Or they have, like, you could just catheterize yourself.
I've been thinking about that for a long time, and I was thinking to myself, if I invented that, a lot of people would be like, "Y'all nasty." Okay, well, let's get to the super chat. YouTube break even and keep it crispy.
Oh,
we
you
always
sweetie,
do.
you sweetie. BB from V. You guys, you're making our haters
Thank
really
you.
mad because they say we only do this for money.
If I needed money, I'll be asleep.
They think this is our full-time jobs.
I promise you, I'll be in bed right now. If I was thinking about money, I'll be in. Speaking of haters and everything else, let's get straight into the show. Okay. I don't know what you want to talk about, but I'm going to talk to you about this.
Okay.
Just finished the documentary or docu-series, The Most Hated Man on the Internet. Do yourselves a favor.
Oh,
go to
who's it
Netflix.
About?
It's I'm gonna.
Is it about Momo?
No, not. I said The Most Hated Man. I mean, I can see where you can, see.
Okay, now Momo. Got it.
It's so good. Y'all write it down. Most Hated Man on the Internet.
Have I seen this? Who is it?
It's about Hunter Moore.
Who was that again? Not Hunter Biden. He did crack in the shower.
The website is Anyone Up.
That's a website?
You got to watch the documentary. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay, but like, you up?
I was so triggered throughout the entire...
Because of what we cover?
Yeah, because of what we cover, but also because of what we went through.
With the stalker or with
our stalker?
The crackies?
Both.
Okay.
So one part of the first episode of the series.
Okay.
The young lady, she was going through something that was like very traumatizing to her on the internet. Like, just y'all have to watch the documentary. I could only imagine it. And she went to her mom. And when I say her mom, I wish. I want to be a parent like her mother. Her mother, she I don't care about none of that. I'm fighting for my child. But then they went to the stepdad. Okay. And the stepdad was like, it's the internet. Leave it alone. Just don't ignore it. Not important. Just I know they did a video about you, 3 videos about you. Just don't say anything. And I was telling Tatum, I was like, this is how me and Joleen felt where the mom and the daughter were fighting to get everyone to acknowledge, say something, stop these people from doing this stuff. Y'all, this is crazy. This is this is horrible. The words they would use, and then you'll go to people, because the dad was a lawyer, and they went to him. He was like, just if you stop talking about it, they'll go away. And this went up for the website went up for years. But he was like, just it's not important.
Wow.
Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Don't say anything. And I was like, this is re-traumatizing, because this is what me and Joleen went through, where we felt like there was no voice. We had no voice. We were trying to tell people about what was going on with us, what was happening with us. And I felt like we were met with more people being like, just leave it alone. And I think I don't say I think, and we haven't talked about this publicly, but even that caused a little tension in our relationship, because I was surrounded by people who was like, let it go. Literally surrounded by people who was like, let it go. And you were surrounded by people who was like, nope, we're gonna fight, we're gonna do whatever we need to do.
In a sense, there was a couple people that were like, we're gonna fight, but I was surrounded by a lot of people that were like, this stuff happens, and I'm like, I'm a fighter by nature. Like, if somebody it's the Aquarius in me, injustice, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I'm okay. Like, that's the truth. I'm not a complicit, silent person when it comes to that. That's kind of similar to why we started covering when we started covering the Cheryl versus JY stuff. It was because people told us it was really funny. And it was really funny for a while. Then the more we learned about this John Yates character, the more we learned that he is a hateful racist who is misogynist, how many people he screwed over, the horrendous things he said about people, how he grifts and bullies, and now threatening children, and just the racism even more, and the misogyny, and the way he speaks about women, and the way the women that enable him allow him to speak about women. It then became like, holy shit, that kind of justice, thing in me, where that's why me and Busy could never be hags, because we were never fans of him. And because I've met drug addicts before, I've met people who are active in their addiction. I have family members who are never going to get the help that they desperately need. And looking at that man, I'm like, something's not right. I don't know why people are following him for anything. And we're just not desperate. We're not in our twilight years. We have lives.
Sure do.
So yeah, but I agree with you. I think there was especially when our stalker came on the scene and paired up with John Yates, that was
so hard.
Another level, because the stalker came out of nowhere, and we're like, dude, you were a fan of us, you liked us, and then you got jealous, and then you have a
whole you have a whole playlist about someone doing something, in your opinion, that the person you're teamed up with is actually doing. You
exactly
can't someone else racist. And then
he called me racist while being a paid hag for John Yates. Literally, there's screenshots of him popping up with his little hag icon next to his name as he's paying John Yates, a known racist.
Who's called me the N-word several times.
And the F word.
Several times in one video. Several times in one video. You cannot look at one person and be like, oh my God, this person is racist. They have playlists about it. But then also pay money to someone who is an actual racist and said in videos, I don't care anymore. And I don't even care. It was really weird.
It was really weird. And it was just it hit at such a strange time, all of them. And that's the thing, when you let stuff like this go, and you let people who are toxic on the internet, and you allow them to be unchecked, and you just go, well, that's just how things are going to be. A lot of people get hurt in that process. And what we're seeing is a pattern. So as much as the hags want to do revisionist, history on John Yates and say, well, why are people still talking about him? He's gone. He's not gone. He's coming back. Now, what John Yates gives the hags that he can't give us is relevancy, because we've always been relevant. We're relevant human beings. We're smart human beings. We're talented. We both have crafts outside of this and enjoy doing this. We've had attention. I mean, people have paid us to entertain them. And the hags, they don't have that. They desperately want that. They want friendships. If you look at their history it's not like anyone has to dig into these women's lives. They put this out there. They're breaking up with friends into their 60s. They're doxing each other's phone numbers. They're taking out restraining orders. Their husbands are drunkenly yelling at them. They're drunkenly yelling at their husbands. Some husbands are nowhere to be found. Other husbands are having sex with their twin sister. It's a whole mess. So that's the thing is, he gives you something because you always wanted into that circle. You wanted into that 90-day tea, old school. What was that thing people used to go live on Busy? That it was now it streams through Twitter. What is it called? That John Yates got kicked off of because he wished someone death or something.
Twitch.
Not Twitch.
Then I don't know.
Something else. It was a different one. It was like, so at that time, these women thought this guy was a big deal because they've never felt special in their lives. They've never had anyone pay attention to them. And none of them would have channels without John Yates. If you look at Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire, who would ever...
Periscope, it was the same. Yeah, Periscope.
Who would ever listen to them? Their families won't even listen to them. One of them doesn't even speak to half of them. And we only know that because your families are out there saying they don't like you. They actively don't like you. They're writing letters, they're doing interviews. And then, so that's what you put out there. I don't give a shit about your families, but, God bless, but no one's paying attention to you. But with John Yates, in the crack cottage, you get a little bit of fun. There's something that draws these sick women to the drama. And so I know they all want to be like, Joleen and Busy made channels off of JY, but that's not true. Me and Busy cover Big Brother. But this is what they do. It's basic, like narcissistic shit that John Yates has been doing forever. It's basic Darvo, which I'm going to do a video breaking down how their tactics are Darvo. It's fun to me. Like documentary style stuff is fun.
You have to watch this one.
I'm going to watch it.
Justice is semi-served. It gave me, when I said my eyes were glued, this is why I actually moved the time back.
Because you were watching it?
I was still watching it. Like it's three episodes. I think each episode is like 45 minutes, but every minute of it is so good. And when you get to episode 2, it's like the crux of like all of it. And when I say I was so triggered, and I kept telling Tavon, I was like, this was what me and Joleen were going through. Like everything that was happening in the second episode specifically was what me and you are going through. We're faced with all of that stuff. And when I said my legs were shaking, and even during like the third episode, I was hoping like, okay, somebody get him, because you feel hopeless. You feel like nobody's gonna stop this mess. No one's gonna end it, and you're just gonna be a victim or targeted forever. Like, and it comes to, and just watch it, Joleen. It's so good.
Okay. Yeah, that was such a, and it shows you, we all know that the hags are not good people. You know, the more that you have all these fights with people, the more that they're always fighting someone. They're always someone drama hating. They're getting kicked off of Instagram accounts. They're posting pictures of people's kids. They're disparaging people's looks. They're just really, and then they become the victim. It's really interesting stuff. They also like to bring up our stalker and pretend like, oh, what's this? And then kind of almost throw out veiled threats with that. And so, then that, you already knew their character. You don't need any more proof that these are garbage human women. But it is kind of crazy, though, Vizzy, to think that where we've come on this journey of parody and satire and covering internet drama. Like, I think people forget that they are putting this out into the universe for public consumption. So you fighting, you yelling, you screaming, you snotting on yourself, you saying the N-word, you doing this, you're putting that on a public platform. No one's going in your home with the camera going like this. You literally are monetizing it, putting it forward, and only taking it down when you get strikes or you get threatened. So you are asking for people to give their opinions on it. And when it was so ridiculous for all these years, if you want people to stop covering, whether it's commentary, parody, satire, then you must change your behavior.
Amen.
And you must make amends. There are so many things that you could do. You can't weaponize mental health anymore. You can't harass people. You can't dox people. You can't get a guy who masturbates in his mom's basement and says, I'm a hacker. You can't get him to make an Instagram page for you just because he wears a mask while he masturbates and sits on his hand until it's numb. So it's a stranger and it feels like someone else is loving him other than himself. You can't expect things to change when this is your defense. When you are claiming the FBI, this is the new thing. John Yates and them are claiming the FBI is looking into the comedy, looking into Sailor Moon, looking into
I know you lying.
No, we're missing kids. The world is falling apart. Women are losing their rights, but we better make sure that this crackhead who harasses women, is racist, and threatens children, and has been kicked off of multiple platforms is safe. We better make sure he's safe, because that's what FBI stands for. Fooled by idiots. I don't know, but this shit is so stupid. And if I have to watch,
it's not doing anything with it. Was just like Instagram and YouTube was. Mr. YouTube and Mr.
Nobody's coming to your rescue. There's no one who's going to save you, John Yates. You have to save yourself and you have to change. But you refuse, because instead what you do is you say, oh, I do this. Do I go hard? And we're going to kind of play some of the Momo Mrs. Doubtfire thing, and we'll provide our little funny commentary if that's okay with you, Biz, because I know that's like the newest video that's out that is about us and other people.
Really? Wait, I haven't seen.
I've watched part of it, and it's pretty.
What I've been dealing with. So
yes,
we can say it online.
I'm not gonna say it.
I haven't been I really have been like tied into Taylor Bay. Make sure that I'm only focused on one thing.
You have stuff to do.
Yeah. But somebody did something about us.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
in it.
Oh yeah, it's just more of like, you guys, you bullies. If I have to watch Mrs. Doubtfire not brush her curls one more time, get on a live, vape like this in the dark, at least she's sitting on a couch now, and call us bullies, ma'am, she's done multiple lives. So we posted that she was a fan. I'm sorry. Like, if there's one apology I'm going to give but not give, it's that Mrs. Doubtfire was in our DMs. Specifically mine. She had a girl crush on me. She was like, I only care about people. You guys can go to our community chat and check it out. I only care about people who I respect and their thoughts. And you're one of them, Joleen. And I love you. And I love Busy. And I love your mom. And then she would like all my stuff. And then she'd send me little messages, but I kept her on read. I never accepted the message, because no matter what, she was a character. At one time, she called into JY's live when he had like a snot infested, drunken live. I thought she was Jay Today for a second, but then I was like, oh no, I can understand Jay Today. I can't understand Mrs. Doubtfire. And they were calling cunts back and forth, and I hate you. And he's like, you're my 7-year stalker. So that's all I knew of her, is a woman in Scotland.
Yes, stalker.
Who would call in as a grandmother and swear at a crackhead on the internet. That was my introduction to her. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to talk to you, because that's crazy to me. To talk to a crackhead is crazy to me. So she sent messages. Oh, I love you, Joleen. You're so great. We never replied.
We normally do.
And that's great. You're so funny. She would enter, watch my Married to Bravo. She'd watch my Big Brother. That's why when these people talk, they're so disingenuous and they're such liars, because you literally were a fan of even my other things I was doing.
Yeah.
This, like, Sip Ki hasn't been on my channel for quite a while, yet they still talk as though it's on my channel, and we specifically
we have our
wanted
own
it. Yeah, we have our own
one for a
while. We just didn't know how quick we were going to get monetized. We thought it would take longer, but you guys really like us.
Yeah.
So it's like, so she went from stalking John and him not giving her the attention she wanted, or she was mad because he was mean to her friend or something. So she was obsessed with him, right? 7 years. That's a long time. She said in the message it was 4. 4 is even too long to be obsessed with someone who's just not that into you. You got to read the book. Okay. And then she went to being obsessed with us. So she's putting, when he has no one left to have his back, when he's losing hags by the second. I mean, the moment like Holly White left, that was a big loss for him, and he's still crying about it.
What's going on with her?
I think she's somewhere living La Vida Casino, somewhere on a buffalo
That's
machine,
true.
just
That's true.
sucking a
Sucking
100,
out somebody's cigarette.
picking food out of her teeth and calling into a live like, hey, what's up? I'm at the casino. I'm Heidi
That
Black.
is true. Where's Monica?
She, I think, Cheryl said she was trying to start her own podcast and do things on Instagram.
She was doing stuff on Instagram. I haven't reached.
She's
I
behind
haven't
the
looked
scenes
for it because that's one lady I cannot stand.
Oh, she's trash. She's trash. I mean, her whole business model's trash. Like what she did to people and people's families is trash. How she sticks up for JY, yet he's a whole ass racist is trash. Like it's all trash. Like
I really don't understand black people standing for a white man sitting there calling people the N-word. Like
right?
to me, it would never make sense to me. I would never get it unless they're trying to be this overseer. They think they're white adjacent. I will never understand it. I couldn't. I would log off so fast and never talk to that person again.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's just insane. So the minute that this, woman got Mrs. Doubtfire, the minute she got the attention from him, and then her good friend
she's
Momo
with racism and where is she?
Scotland, I think.
Yeah.
She has said that there have been times at her work, she has said, "Hey, knock it off, racist. You stop it now." I mean, they're getting so desperate, they're dragging subs. At this point, they even get in fights with their friends who are subs, who they used to be friends with, who realize, oh, these two women are idiots. And then they stop being friends with them. And so they're dragging them.
Do you?
It's like, I just
think she ever was like, too far? You think she ever stepped in and said, okay, too far. That was too much. Okay, hey, microaggressions here.
Busy. They don't even know the difference between gender and sexuality. Like they have no idea. They don't know anything. They don't know the nuances of racism, of prejudice, of microaggressions. They don't know anything because they've never educated themselves about anything more than that's right in front of their face, their freaking hand right here. So that's why it's easy to follow John Yates, because he knows very little, but he's a bad faith actor. He's a grifter. And so he can sell them everything because they have no critical thinking skills. Mm-hmm. So the minute, and what they do is they go internally and they go, it's because I'm an empathetic lady. It's because I care and I give people second chances. Well, thank you, White Anne, for giving racist John Yates a second chance. I'm so glad that white women in the world can forgive racism. I'm sure all of your friends of color appreciate you standing up and saying, me, the whitest piece of white who curls my hair tightly and does not apparently own a brush.
Tightly, it do be like
so bad. It's so bad, Anne. I need you to stop that. And that Vogue t-shirt. Oh my God, Madonna. No. Okay.
Ooh, girl, I will say, and this is the second episode. Oh my God. I'm obsessed with this docuseries. You need to watch it.
Now I want to watch it.
You have to, but this second episode, what was upsetting to me was this white male savior thing. Like there was, this is not a spoiler, but there was a white woman who was doing tons of work, like truly doing, and she was doing it for her daughter. Tons of work. The second episode, a white man came in and was like, okay, these are the things I'm gonna do. And he got all the credit for everything. And I turned to Tay and I was like, this is a little problematic. Like this part's a little problematic. This lady's been working for years. And here he goes in probably less than a month and was like, yep, solved it, fixed it, done.
Right.
Even though it wasn't done, like we still got more episodes, but the way that everything shook out, it was like, yep, we're just yielding to the white man again. And I felt so bad because the mom was that when I say, oh, I want to meet her so bad, she's someone I want to be. But at the end of that episode, it was like, yeah, bought onto the white man. He did it. He did it again. Great job.
Well, there is that, you're right. There's that white savior complex, or you have the whites like Anne who gets to decide when someone has repented and learned from their their racism and when people of color should forgive this man. So Anne, you don't get to say, Mrs. Doubtfire, you never get to say, white lady to white lady, shut your fucking mouth. You do not get to say how Busy will feel or any people of color on the internet with the amount of racist propaganda and rhetoric John Yates has put out for years and the microaggressions alone. You don't fucking get to say that. You don't get to say, I love Busy Blue, he's great, because you don't love Busy Blue. Because if you loved Busy Blue, you would not be capping for a fucking racist, you idiot. And I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry, but you're an idiot. Momo, you're an idiot too. Brooke, you're an idiot as well. You're all idiot racists. When you are complicit to that behavior, you can get online until your menopause dries up and say that, oh, you know what? We don't always agree with what he says. We don't agree with it. It sure as fuck looks like you agree with it. When you sit online next to him and you encourage people to follow him and you encourage people to forgive him and you say he's a good person. So when you co-sign that shit, that means you're a part of it. And that means you're a fucking racist, because people who are anti-racist or allies to people of color would never befriend a JY when he's done zero work to educate himself and continues to align himself politically and also with his friends socially with other racist and racist ideals. Has this man changed? Show me the live from just a couple weeks ago where he was being a xenophobe over Rabbit. So he hasn't changed. So you can do this revisionist and try to feel good in your stupid heads about this, but you're not. You're not doing the right thing. You're doing the wrong thing, and you know you're doing the wrong thing. And that's why you go live all the time. And that's why you're always doing these smoke screen things and trying to distract people like he's going to hurt himself. You know what, man? He's not going to hurt himself, and he didn't hurt himself. But I do know that you are currently looking at people who have shared their stories about actually hurting themselves. So when he gets up there and he is profiting off other people's blood, we have a problem with that, and we will call that out. We will satirize that because we're smart enough to do that. I'm sorry you're not smart enough to do that, but you could be if you took a little time from his freaking tits and you actually educated yourself on anything going on with other people. Sorry if we don't feel bad for two capable white men who are just lazy and racist and entitled, but we don't. Okay, so next time you scratch your arm on a tree, we don't want to hear about it. Because did anyone give two fucks about the beautiful story that Busy shared recently? No, you didn't, because you continue to freaking make excuses for this man. He's not getting well. He's online. He's still harassing people. He's got a guy who's masturbating in his mom's basement, like I said, sending out cease and desist, okay? You don't care about people of color. You're telling us that over and over and over again, and you don't speak for when the racism is over because it's not happening to you, but you should give a shit that it's happening to other people, and you don't. And so for these reasons, we will forever call out this kind of behavior. We will forever satirize the shit out of you idiots, because that's what good comedy does. I'm sorry you don't fucking understand that. And you don't know the difference between bullying. You can try to make yourself the victim, but you'll never be the victim. Sorry. That's all.
Shout out to the super chatters. Kay said, we need a cheat sheet for the multiple names of heck.
Too many.
We're protecting your peace. Don't get
too many.
Too many.
Thank you for the super chat. So much drugs.
Thank you, Cottage Boys. Preach. Oh, she was giving the word. Like
I had to. I'm sorry, Biz. I love you.
I'm here for this to read. Yes. Okay. So I need to know what was like. I feel like I missed something.
Well, it just is recent. It's recent.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm behind too because I can't keep up because they're like literally keeping crackhead hours. And yeah, I mean, I got a lot of stuff I'm doing. And I mean, you know, this is me and Busy's side channel that we have fun with you guys and we love it. But we also have our main channels. Busy just hit 7K. I'm about to hit 25K. We are doing stuff, you know. Yeah. This isn't our sole income. So I don't know. Okay. So here we go.
What did I miss?
All right. So I think we've missed a couple things. Feel free to fill us in the chat if we're forgetting something. So the Mrs. Doubtfire. So since JY has been waiting for one of his strikes to drop, I believe it drops tomorrow. And so he will be back doing lives. So
will we.
Yeah, they've been trying to push this. Oh, I just Googled Mrs. Doubtfire. I was looking for their channel. That's not their channel name. It should be. Yeah, okay. There we go. Maria. So when they say leave him alone, he's getting well. Well, no, he's not, and he's coming back. He's not coming back. He's done.
Instagram?
Yeah, he's been on Instagram. I think I don't follow him on Instagram. They do have the Justice for John Yates account
Are we allowed
as well. To what?
to follow? I'm sure both of us are blocked.
You know what? The Justice for John Yates is privated, I think, because someone sent me a link.
Like
and
John
Yates.
Yates. I'm sure he's blocked.
Oh no, his is public. No, I can see his. Really? No, he doesn't. No, he'll take any follow he can get. That's real. I mean, come on, sir. To have real engagement, my God.
I wonder if I'm blocked. Let me see.
Also, do you want? It's so interesting. So they also have, they say, oh, nobody gets views unless they talk about JY. But I'm looking at you guys talking about me. So they did here. I'll share the screen. So they did a whole live where they wanted to cover Joleen, little Mimi, and they said. Little. They said, who hurt Joleen? Hashtag Sip Ki. Hashtag hypocrisy and bullying. Don't put the ampersand in there, whatever that thing's called. Hashtag listen, Linda. Got 2.1K views.
4 days ago.
I can bring, I can bring some numbers for these grandmas, but then they're doing their own stuff. 696.
What was that about? I had no idea.
Oh, we can listen to a little of the Joleen. I think I've made it through half of it.
Oh, I'm not blocked.
Yeah. And then
that's crazy.
Oh, I'm telling you, he'll take the freaking.
Did you hear that YouTube is going to remove? They're going to remove people's ability to block their subscriber account.
Yes, isn't it coming soon? I thought it was supposed to be the 26th.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what the date is, but girl, you can't hide anymore.
You can't hide your subscribers. Breezy Girl, thank you so much. Breezy Girl, they were talking about you too. Speaking of subs, they were going in on Breezy Girl, a girl named Brittany.
They're going on our subs?
Yeah, they're going after our subs. I think, I don't know. We'll watch a little bit of it, okay?
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Like, get a life. Go have sex with your man who is sleeping with your sister, and the other one, go satisfy your husband. And I'm only bringing them up because y'all throw it in other people's face. I'm at home with my husband. Because I don't think a man rules your life, but y'all seem to think that it's okay to throw dicks in people's faces. Yeah. So here you are. And
they act like that's an accomplishment.
Sleeping with your sister. And the other one, go satisfy your man.
I can't wait for I love that I was reading Jamie B's comment. I love that they treat being married as like some kind of
surprise. Like, oh,
yes, surprise. It's like also you guys were married pre like internet options, internet dating. So really I think they were married before like cars, right? Like it was like horse and buggy. You could only go from town to town to meet. I think so. It was like before the internet, for real, when you only could meet someone within a 5-mile radius and you had to pick from. And now the world is a woman's oyster, so she's not going to just settle so quickly.
But it's nothing special. As a young black man who was raised by strong black women and went to one of the most prestigious colleges in the United States, your husband really ain't doing shit. Like it really. You throwing that in people's faces and feeling like, okay, now I'm better than you, girl. You're first of all, you're minimizing your own self-worth, who you are as a person, what you bring to society, and who you are. If you feel like you can wave around your husband in your ring to someone else, you're minimizing yourself. And I don't think y'all realize that. You're so happy about know what you're. Y'all see me and Joleen be up in here like, Chad don't come through and say nothing, and we don't even have to talk about him because she is a strong woman in her all right with nothing, and we don't need those other. Yes, I am married. That's a part of the life, but that's it. Y'all throwing your husbands in people's face like this is a prize. We got to the finish like you're minimizing who you are. Yeah, it's really sad to watch at this point. If I'm gonna be honest, every time I bring up we're married and my husband, I go home at night. It's really sad to watch because if you was really a strong woman like that, girl, that's sort of a small facet of your life because there should be other stuff you're doing, but it sounds like here you're step for wifing it up.
Exactly. And they speak as though like, oh man, like Momo has this weird, I mean, she is literally back in, I don't know, the 1900s. Like she is back during Prohibition times. I mean, I don't know, something's going on. The stock market just crashed. She's in the Great Depression. Her face is in the Great Depression. Her spirit's in the Great Depression. Everything is depressed about this woman because she is talking as if, you know, again, she's defined by a man in like, my husband wouldn't cheat with you. He would cheat with a skinny woman. I don't know if you got the memo, but men like vaginas.
They'll stick their dick in a donut. Girl, don't
and your husband, yeah,
don't be confused, girl. They'll put it in a donut if they need to. It will go in between the bed sheets. Whatever needs to satisfy the mood, they'll go in an American Pie. Like it just.
And if you're online all night yelling at people you've never met in person and talking to best friends you've also never met in person, reminder, these people have never met each other in person. Now, granted, we do live in a time through the pandemic, but you would think if you were going to go I'm not going to go so hard for someone I've never met. And it's just probably not going to be what I do. I got to see if your house smells like cat piss first. I got to see, you know, if there's, thank you. And well, I appreciate that. I got to see if you got bodies buried in the basement. Do you know what I mean? I have to know this about every one of my friends. Truth Time with Brittany. Thank you for the super chat. Says Momo, Ann, and Jen are insane. Momo, I don't want your man. Oh, you're the Brittany. Okay. And get off the interweb.
Real quick bio. But I need to hear about this.
Hear about what? Okay. So Love Us All Interwebs, unplug the Wi-Fi. Okay. So apparently, Busy, hopefully you're listening. I think this is the Brittany they were talking about, and we'll see it in this video. And Momo's man was hitting her up on the Tinder, or she found him on the Tinder, or he wanted her to sit on his face. And then Momo said, my husband would not sit on your face. So it looks like at Momo's house, her husband sits on her face because that's the way she phrased it, which was interesting. But I mean, I'm not going to kink shame. I mean, if that's the thing we got going on. So thank you for the super chat. And so good to know that this is, I believe, the same Brittany that said that you saw Momo's husband on the Tinder. Okay. All right. Where did Busy say he was going? I forget. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, they just keep going on with this just like boring, you know, rhetoric of, oh, if my husband would look at a 20-year-old, really? Your nasty 60-year-old husband would spend his time looking at a 20-year-old, someone that's young enough to be his granddaughter?
Do they do that in the straight community? So, I mean, I know I'm bisexual, but I love when a man sits on my face. You know, I tell Tay the Bear to do it all the time. But honestly, why is she saying it to another woman?
We'll watch the video here. We'll get into the video, you guys, so we can. Okay, but I do want to point out that when they did their content, which I'm sure they still veered off and talked about other things with this woman here. So there's two interesting points to make here.
Real quick.
I'm sorry?
Can we pause on that real quick? I am tired of people saying what's content and what's not content. Because I'm not gonna drag this person. I'm not gonna do it. I'm better than but some people are just screenshotting, recording, or taking somebody else's stuff and uploading it and
that's
not content.
If you don't add anything to it, make it funny, make it commentary,
not content. You're not. I hate for us to toot our own horns, but we give the girls something they can use, something they can come back to, watch, laugh about. Y'all hoes who out here just never mind. Go ahead, Joleen, because I was gonna go down a rabbit hole, and I don't even want that right now.
I know who you're talking about, yeah, and you want to talk about that person. But for the people that say they're judging everyone's content, this, that, and the other thing. The Who Hurt Joleen, seemed to be very good for their channel. That was a good push.
Are there comments there?
But then they're doing, and then they're doing this Wednesday Wisdom, which I find so interesting because they drag Siwa and call her a witch and say all this stuff. But yet, doesn't that kind of seem like they're kind of headed toward like a spiritual route like that with tarot and shit? And they're always like, oh, she thinks she can do this. It's like, but you grandmas are trying to read cards, and you have a crystal ball right there, and you got a lady who looks pissed to be there. Holistic tarot, CBT, whatever that is. Then they tagged me in this one too. Keep Shining, John Yates, the Amber Channel, Joleen Lunzer. Okay. Well, I can't tag Drop the Mic because no one knows them.
4 hours?
Yeah. We'll hit the highlights. Okay. You want to see if there's comments
3
here?
hours?
Yeah. I mean, they're
and they're so they
Busy,
want to throw their marriages in your face, and it seems like half the time. Like if I think about how long I'm up, okay, yeah, you know, I wake up early, to walk the dog, so I wake up around 5, 6. If it's a late day,
that's Mrs. Doubtfire's twin. I'm sorry, Busy.
So if I take away 6, if I take away 4 hours, if I get up at 6, that means that then I'm on the internet till 10. That gives me, because I go to sleep around 9. It gives me 12 other hours of my day
involving
to,
a
like,
partnership.
live life. How are they happy, conducive marriages? And majority of their time, at least 1/3 of their time that they're awake, is on the internet.
How come no one's avatar looks like them?
Does she have on?
How come no one's avatar looks like them? I mean, so this lady next to Mrs. Doubtfire is her sister, and God bless, we don't know anything about her sister.
Why does Anne look like that shirt does not fit? What is
she is still shopping at Forever 21. She needs to be at Forever 62.
Screaming to be taken off. It's like it's reaching its breaking point.
But do you see this? Okay, look at do you see the pictures, right? Like you see on Wednesday Wisdom. And it's like the first time I saw Momo's avatar, I was like, oh my God, she's pretty.
Was
and
Momo
Anne,
there?
I thought,
I didn't see Momo.
Yeah, I don't think she was there. And the first time I saw Anne, I was like, oh, she's Anne.
Girl,
I thought she was a little younger.
That?
Well, in her picture, yeah. And then this woman who's allegedly her twin, I was like, oh, she's very, she looks different. And then
when is this?
Mrs. Doubtfire's. And then that's her. But that don't look like this lady. Right?
Wait. She is
the blonde Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Her twin, people are saying.
Wait. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Y'all don't say. Okay, stop. Y'all stop, and I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, don't do it, Busy. That's so mean. You're a bully.
Yeah, hold on. So
you're a bully. Are you bullying? I'm gonna call the FBI.
Okay, so y'all stop it, and then I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
This lady is a twin of
hello. Yeah.
She looked like she got.
What does she look like she got?
Ain't no way. Nope. She looks like, y'all remember that movie Wax? Oh, wait, what was it? What was that Wax movie that Paris Hilton was in?
You always reference that one. You love that movie.
She looks like she's like her face looks like one candle at a time.
Oh, Momo or Mrs. Doubtfire?
Momo. So it's not. Is it Momo's twin?
It's not Momo. Momo's twin doesn't talk to her. Momo's twin did an interview with
Momo's
Amber.
people with her husband. Okay,
yes.
So it's Miss Doubtfire twin. Girl, lies. Lies, put her. There ain't no way. Who said that?
People in the chat. I didn't know that.
Oh, these two people are twins.
But she does got prom hair, just like Mrs. Doubtfire. So, but they don't look anything like. Not that you have to. I mean, I have twin aunts who aren't identical, but they do look a lot alike.
Okay, yeah, but Joleen, first of all, they look years apart. Like, sorry, they look.
Maybe one was in utero longer.
Apart. They look decades apart. Decades. And to be honest, I'm actually giving a little bit more to Ann. Like, girl, you if people said this was your twin, who is this man behind you?
I don't know.
Can you do the cable?
Oh, did we get to see the
Why he look like Lord Baltimore? Why did he look like Harry?
I do love that it's such like a husband moment, because I could totally, Chell would totally walk behind me and do something.
Yo, why did he look like Lord Baltimore? We gotta go back. Did you go back? We gotta get him again. Why he look like he about to do a spell?
Maybe he
looks
is.
bad.
Maybe he is.
Hold on.
Oh, I think he's feeding a cat or something. That's
I'm
nice.
picking up a mouse.
I think he's got cargo pants on like my dad. My dad loves cargo pants. Oh, okay. So
His shirt is all tucked in.
Okay, so let's go slow and we'll see if it's Voldemort like busy. Well,
it looks like him.
That would explain because JY loves the
He does.
every paw.
Y'all, I don't know who's been. Yo, if you've ever been a victim of her bullying,
Aren't they the ones that ripped on Amber's husband though?
don't y'all look at this photo right now. Look, if y'all have ever been a victim of her bullying, girl, if she turned around right now, she'll be scared. That man looks a mess. Somebody said I'm way too high for this.
I'm actually more of a fan of her husband than her. I actually think he deserves better.
He got his glasses up on his head.
I kind of like.
Barely found the ear.
Listen, if we're gonna just go by what's actually happening here, she's spending her time online hating on others and then reading tarot cards with the twin who looks nothing like her, talking shit about a woman she used to mod for and support named Sailor Moon, and teasing her about being a witch, and being hateful and supporting a racist, while her husband in the back, you know, he's got looks like his reading glasses, probably reading a nice book, Lord of the Rings, getting through the whole series. He was feeding an animal. He's got his shirt tucked into his cargo pants. I would suffice to say, I would prefer him all day, every day. You know? But you know who he looks like?
Who?
Conspiracy theory. Oh, we need a conspiracy theory thing. Busy.
Like Zordon.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Power Rangers.
No, 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 no.
This is our conspiracy theory.
I said what I said.
He looks like that Paul Stinky Fish guy.
Who's the Paul Stinky Fish guy?
Remember we talked about it? I sent you those.
Oh! No, because he looks like he has no hair anywhere.
You can tell that just by this?
Look.
I just think his head's bald.
Where's his eyebrows?
I think I saw eyebrows. I think I see eyebrows.
No, you probably see a bit of forehead.
I see forehead, eyebrows. Look at, he's like, God damn it, the wife's online talking. Or he's in the Scottish accent.
Look at that
like,
stomach going in there, and I know it for a fact. Look at that stomach entering the room before he does. Come on, someone's having it. When your wife's sitting there doing that, and you have to have a couple of cocktails.
Can you imagine how sick he is of hearing her and Momo? He's like, who you getting friends with that racist? Can we do something together?
She's not even talented. She got a ring light. Like, you can see in her glasses, she got a ring light. Like, she really set this up like she got a business.
Now he's like, I'm out of here. I might never come back.
Gotta go.
I'm leaving Las Vegas. Okay. And then her sister's like, this is fun. How many people are watching? And she's like, 7. We're going to have to start talking shit about a witch if we want people to join us. But you see how the thumbnail or the avatar doesn't look anything like this.
Yeah, I'm going to give credit. I ain't going to drive the lady. She looks really good here. Now, the shirt look like it's screaming. But outside of that, she really does look good in this whatever this video was. And I mean, I gotta give it to you. Most days you look trash. Want to throw up.
This is one of your better days, Ann, and I think it's
she went to Sephora and she was like, hey, I'm thinking really cute.
I think it's good. The glasses too are covering like the overdrawn in eyebrows, which is really good. I would like a more modern frame on her. I think that could add wonders. And you got to brush out the curls and maybe not like I know she's going for like a mop top kind of mullet cut, but I would do a lob. I would really do a lob, and I'd get some like longer, you want your curls. You see how my curls like flow? They have movement, shine, conditioning. That's what you want. And you don't want yellow tones. You want like lighter. I'm a blonde aficionado. Okay. I've been doing this for a while to hide my gray hairs. And this just looks home dyed. Do you know what I mean? Like you can tell that little home dyed. You might want to, just spruce it up a little bit. Because as much as these women, I'm going to do a compilation video of how many times they say, we don't even care if you think I'm this or what I look like. I don't even care. You think I care? Well, yeah, I do, because you just did a 4-hour live about it.
You care.
Like, you did prom hair. And they take the littlest things and they're like, you talked about me. Like, I put together a video because I love showing their hypocrisies and, parodying it and satirizing it, because they laugh and they say, Sailor Moon's ugly, and they have opinions, and, Broke, the nurse, Bob, Broken on Blast, is obsessed with people's looks, but she's constantly primping and, trying to look, perfect, and saying, oh, making excuses. And it's like, you're fine, Bob, you're fine. But she's so hateful, and she'll be like, I was telling you how she said, oh, Sailor Moon has a crooked face. She's got a crooked smile. She's got a crooked. And Anne and Momo were laughing as Broke was disparaging Sailor Moon's looks. Like, if you like Sailor Moon or you don't, that doesn't matter, but you can't look like that and disparage someone else's. Like, so the thing is, when it's pushed on you, so when I put the mirror on you and I add in the video a close-up of your grill, you're offended. Why are you offended by a grill you say there's no problem with? So if you're sitting there cracking, laughing your ass up about how her face is crooked, and then something gets, we point out a fact like, well, here's what your face looks like. While you're hating on a woman who could be your granddaughter, here's what your face looks like. And then all of a sudden it's bullying? That doesn't make any sense, Grandma.
I had to turn off this. I forgot that I looked up John JY. His Instagram is up. And you know what I realized he looked like?
Who, JY? Who's this lady with the sunglasses?
Have you ever seen The Misadventures of Flapjack?
I don't think so.
That's what. Google it right now. That's what JY looked like. He looked like The Misadventures of Flapjack.
Okay, Misadventures of Flapjack.
He looked like he gets high off of candy. I was looking at a thing and I was thinking to myself, oh my God.
Wait, is it a cartoon?
Yeah.
And which one is he?
He's the little white boy.
The dark circle guy? With the hat?
The little white boy.
With the curl in the front?
Look, y'all, I'm going to show y'all.
No, he doesn't.
Look at this photo right here.
He looks like this guy.
Look at this photo right here on the far left, on the far right.
I'll show you who he looks like.
He looks like Flapjack. Poor Flapjack. He looks like something off a Cartoon Network.
Do you mean he looks like this guy? Hold on. I think he looks like this guy. Like him.
Yeah. I thought that was Flapjack.
Him. Is that Flapjack? The tall penis looking one?
That's the tall penis.
He looks like an uncircumcised penis there. That one? That old guy with the hat and the gums?
No.
The penis guy?
Okay, this is no. I hate you.
I thought that was what it was.
Oh.
Okay, let's get into it because we got to start reviewing. I'm going to put it. And so let's provide our commentary, you guys. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the most recent one?
No, like just go with whatever.
I'll start with this one. Okay. Fair use commentary. Where is it? There we go. Okay. Let's let me know if you can hear it in the church. So this is entitled Keep Shining. Hashtag John Yates, hashtag the Amber Channel, hashtag Joleen Lunzer, hashtag if you can't stand the heat, hashtag no hate. On a hate stream, you tag no hate. Okay. Hashtag stop bullying. Okay, cool. Let's get started. Let's get it started. Can you hear it, Biz?
Nope.
Can you hear it now?
Hola.
Yep.
You not know how to do it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Why does she say hola? Why don't you tell your friend to learn history and quit harassing rabbit? Why don't you do that? Okay. Here we go.
Can we get one? They both turn their cameras at the same angle?
No, I don't know what is happening. I don't get this. Are we in, what are we watching
What
this
happened?
in? Are we watching this in 720p? Ooh, good. I'm gonna drop it down to 320, I think.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go.
If we get too serious, so
Here we go.
that'd be good to
My
watch.
mouse, I need a mouse mat. It's all over the place. Hey, everyone.
This intro slaps. From Scotland. From Scotland to Miami. I'm going to Miami. Ooh, an ocean apart. Ooh, of hate in our hearts. When two bishes collide. Drop the mic, bish. That doesn't look like either of these ladies. Drop the mic. 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 Oh, that was abrupt.
Hola again.
Hola.
Did that intro? Was it that girl who does reviews?
Well,
What, honey?
I said, who did the intro? That girl who does reviews. You know, she's so good at doing.
They got some new hag, I'm sure, to do it. They were like, "You got Canva? Okay, you can be our friend this week because we're not paying for it. We're doing the free version."
They use the
Well, what
same
disappointment
video for every photo.
It's really
Same
bad.
photo for every photo.
Their thumbnails are embarrassing. You got to do a little bit of research on what pops on a thumbnail, because you could get people who maybe aren't into this sort of thing, or if people do search my name and they see that thumbnail, because people do search for me. I'm the most searched thing on my channel because it's my channel. And so I know they want me to populate for them so they can get more views. But if they look at that, they'll be like, I don't think that's something Joleen would be a part of, because her thumbnails are fire and these are real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad.
I mean, I've had, so my new work's laptop, and I'm thinking, Dell laptop, this will be amazing. And I've got it all set up and I've got everything.
I don't know what she's saying. We're gonna fast forward.
Yeah, I know. What are we
And the
talking
thing
about?
is, I need them to just do the closed captions. They never have closed captions on. Let's see. Maybe I'm lying. Okay, wait. Okay, they do. They do.
They're
Never mind, I lied.
auto-generated.
Oh, they're not going to be able to understand her. Let's see what they think she says.
Tater Bay
Okay,
does
for that.
mine.
Because you have to click that, like select closed captions in English or
Somebody
what.
can
Like,
type them though. Like Tater Bay, he does. Well, he's going back and now doing all of mine, but I think these are auto-generated.
yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to say it again, Britters, thanks for watching, Britters. Thank you. But
Britter's the troll. Britter's is
Britters,
the
what you
troll.
don't
Oh,
understand is
brothers, this is brothers.
Blitters is a troll. You don't understand. Look at that. The anger. Why are these ladies so angry?
They're
just
mad. They're not.
very angry.
All of that dick they throw in people's faces, they're not getting them.
I know. Like, just look at that face. It's. I mean, this is the interwebs, lady, of over a guy that you don't even know in real life, with a channel that you only have because you decided to, go the sad way and defend him.
Brothers.
Blitzes.
she did. That was how
She's dead. Did she say she's dead? She's
She
dead. She's dead.
she built her channel.
She's always been like
Was
that.
doing John Yates content.
Oh, she built her channel doing John Yates content. No one built their channel doing John Yates content. It was drama stuff that any of these channels that came up during that time, which me and Busy already had channels. It was Cheryl versus JY.
Oh wait, they talk about you.
No, but they do talk about me. They're talking about Blitzes.
When do they get to you?
Soon, I think. It's
Yeah.
like all over the place. They put me in the title, but I feel like they should have probably talked about me more.
I didn't have that big following when I watched
I
her
love
for
you
2
so much.
years. 2 years.
But she talked about 2 years. Like, you could spend 2 years so
Yep.
much better.
Thank you, babe. I love you so much.
And it's disgusting.
Everything's disgusting. It's disgusting how my husband feeds the cat and takes care of responsible things. And I just go online and hate on people well into my 70s. Can you believe
Babe,
Anne is
I need a
turning
water.
70? Busy. Anne is turning 74 on Sunday. That's insane to me. Is she a Leo then? Or a Virgo? No, she's a Leo.
I don't know, but she looks good for her age.
Yeah. I mean, she's 74. That's pretty good.
Maria looks like she's 90 something.
Like,
Maria is actually not alive. I don't know if you knew that.
never
They dug her up to fight the John Yates fight because nobody would sign up for it. You know, they were like, oh, we're not going to fight this war. So they dug her up, allegedly. So, I mean, I didn't make the rules. I mean, I didn't do it. Don't be mad at me. Oh, okay. So Truth About Britney says, sorry, Jolene, they talked about me this time. Yeah. I mean, you stole some of my shine. I don't appreciate it. She's a zombie. And you know what? I normally love zombies. Zombie movies, TV shows are the best, except for the fast zombies. Are you okay, Biz?
I'm trying to be.
Be okay. I mean, that's just facts. It's just hashtag facts. Everything we say is true, except for the parts that are false. And that might be false. Okay. We'll let Busy breathe. Okay. There's no other way to explain it. Only the undead would do this much evil. I think it was Sailor Moon. I think what happened is Sailor Moon did one of her spells and she was trying to help. And she said, all right, come up, wiggity, wiggity. I don't know. All the demons that have left us, arise with your natural death hair. Never get a trim. Enter the world again so that you may be hateful. And then Momo was like, what's up? What's up? I'm ready to party. Me and Carlos are ready to party. What's up? Who wants their kids doxxed? Because I'm here to do it. That's
I didn't think that was going to affect me.
Well, honey, yeah. Well, I mean, these are just like, truth, non-truth.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have abs after this.
Are you okay? I'm
trying to be intelligent because she calls everybody else dumb.
Oh, this is where we're talking about me because I call everybody dumb. No, just you. Just you. Just you two. Okay, let's get back. Finally, we're talking about me. How many minutes in are we? 10 minutes. Damn, bitches, 10 minutes. Britters, you better, Truth with Brittany, you better back off my ride, okay? These grandmas were dragging me.
I'm back off my ride.
God, let's get on it. How do I get it so that the chat, let's see what these fun people are saying.
You have to full screen it.
Okay.
And then
you're so smart. Well, how come it's not doing the
push top chat first and then push live chat again? It's still not showing. Well, you gotta play the video.
Reload it.
You gotta play the video also.
Oh, got it. Good.
I'm like, I don't understand why it's okay for her. And I'm
okay for her.
So
the thing with Mrs. Doubtfire, she hates me so much. And it's just because she knows what I'm saying is true. And she knows that she's a big fan. She didn't get the attention she wanted. She's getting called out. And she thinks she really wanted to be a part of the Busy and Jolene experience. And she's hurt. You know, when people are hurt, they really attack. Yeah. She's very hurt because she says too much. I don't even care about her. Well, then why do you have a whole live about me?
You kind of do.
You kind of do. And that's okay. I get it. Lots of people care about me. But
use people are commenting there and you're obviously seeing what she's posting. But that's
okay. Sophie, it's not her. It's not the same person.
Okay, I think we missed the beginning of it. Get to it.
She is. Okay. Her. There was comments on
why is she orange in this video?
Girl,
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
There's no good blend.
It's really
when
bad.
you had her.
Wait a minute. You said hi and
versus her face. It looked like
it's very Trumpian. It's really strange. Okay.
Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
I can confirm this as my own hair.
That's it. Somebody blocked Patrick. Even
raising her arms, girl. If you know your blend don't look that good, you should have stopped because she's giving yellow, like lemon head, but her arms are giving like pasty.
Yeah, she has pasty skin like me, and that's why you need a more icy look, and then you got to blend the makeup.
Not it, girl. You think she's going to get her makeup done before she does this?
But just wait until you see them dragging other people's looks, and it's like, this is why people don't like you.
I know Momo.
Yeah, Momo goes in Busy, and I'm gonna need to get your commentary on this.
Those thin banks,
honey. the curtains that are hiding something. Like those were, they were the curtains at the funeral home when they buried her, and she took them with her in the casket, and they dug her up and she slapped them on top of her head. So, okay, here we go.
Even though he's a moderator.
Yes, and that's the thing. So there was comments
Oh, no,
in
you
that
didn't.
I was really disappointed with. But what I'm going to say is, Joleen, thanks for the view, because I definitely don't watch her. She's definitely watching us. So thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Please.
I mean, also, we really have to stop with this whole you don't watch. If you don't watch me, and you don't watch Amber, and you don't watch Squirrel, and you don't watch Busy, and you don't watch Sip and Key, and how do you know everything? Do you have a transcriber? I mean, you're watching, and just admit it, you're watching, because honestly, me talking about you that's a flex. Like that is, and Busy knowing who you are, Busy Blue knows who you are, an attractive guy who has everything going for him, knowing you.
Oh, thank you.
That is like, that's a flex. I do watch them. Yeah, for sure. But she's going to play that, it's just that it's just so basic. It's like, thank you for the view. Well, first of all, I didn't tell your channel. And what? I just, no, girl. No. Okay.
Please watch the ads. That's all I'm going to say to you.
So on this video
Please,
where
what?
you got, how much do you think you're actually making on ads? Again, these people putting out false, you're only getting super chats. You're making 16 cents. Rabbit proved it. When you talk about John Yates, you make 16 cents unless people are kind enough to super chat you. It ain't like,
she was on here for 4 hours.
and she made 17 cents.
2,000 people who have watched this video. She has 4 comments. Which one of those are from a porn site?
Okay, let's see who commented. Good morning and happy Friday to you both. That is definitely a stock account that I'm sure Maria created in Turkey. Happy Friday, Dan.
So
Happy Friday.
So 2 of the comments were from them.
From the channel.
Okay, so we're going to take away 2. So we got 3 comments.
We got 3 comments. So Dan, Maria's stock account allegedly, and then happy Friday from the channel, like Busy said. And then Maria comes in because she's monitoring. And then Sylvia Smith.
That is a clown. She is a clown.
She is a mess. Do you know, like, that's what was out in the community for a while. Her daughter had written that letter, remember, about like her mom's bad use on the internet. It was like, oh, you got to listen to your kids, man. As a mother, shame on Amber. So Sylvia Smith, not a Scamber fan. And then, the clout chase of all clout chase.
Yeah. So we got 3 comments. There's been over 2K watchers. 2K watchers. It was on for 4 hours. 4 hours, and only 3 people said something.
And if I was Dear Miss Yvette or Dear Yvette Says or whatever, I'd be in hiding right now because I stumbled upon a Dear Miss Yvette drag where this person destroyed her. And she stayed on while she was destroying her. And then she was like yelling, but no one could hear her. So the woman that was dragging her just annihilated her. And I'm like, is this what you signed up to YouTube for?
Is what happens. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait. I think Sip and Key is live. It looks like they have 409 people watching.
What?
At least that's what I'm seeing here.
How fun for them. They're real. I wish they would.
Above, Andrew Gabor says Sipping Key.
Well, we love Andrew Gabor.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh, there's Joleen and Hermione. Oh, look at there's Joleen covering something not related to this, getting up to 10,000 views. Isn't that weird?
And that was 1 day ago.
Right. And the thing that they say that JY put me on the map and I can't get those kind of numbers talking about just JY. If you add a Cheryl and maybe even All About the Tea. Now, I will never say that the All About the Tea, when the panel fell apart, I will never say that Plez did not give us the numbers, because God bless Plez. When me and Busy were going live, we were getting thousands in our chat.
That's true.
And that's all thanks to Plez. Shout out to Plez. So but John Yates, you could never. Like, we're lucky if we get on Sip and Key. We're lucky we get like maybe 3K. And that's mostly because we're just so funny and charming. It's because if you can't get that many people to watch you be you, but we can get more people to watch like obviously it's not about you. It's not about you because you can't get that many people to watch you be you.
Amen.
Unless you're snotting or punching stoves. All right. Well, God, that is sad busy. That there's like no our regular we get like 100 comments
like
on our
for
video.
sure. Like our comments blow up. They got 2,000 people who watch this, and they got 3 comments
and 128 likes. I would quit YouTube.
128 people like this, and only 3 people said something.
I mean, that doesn't. Maria's got all the stock YouTube accounts. She's just starting them up. She starts them under children's names, allegedly. Okay, let's keep going. So I gave her a view. You're welcome. We're giving you another view. We're trying to help you, but we are also trying to help you be better. Okay, we need you to get the yellow out of the hair.
How does their channel work?
I don't know. I'm sure Momo writes her a check that then she cashes, but then Momo's able to cash the check at 2 other banks and then take more of the money.
She was in a fraud scheme. Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Check the tapes. Was Busy in a fraud? Was Jolene in a fraud? Have we ever frauded? No, but you guys put all this shit out on Front Street because again, you're airing your lives on the internet, and all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, P.S. You were involved in fraud allegedly.
Sure was allegedly.
I mean, I would not have a channel. I would be in hiding.
Oh, that was great timing, Joleen. Okay.
All right, here we go, Biz.
Yeah.
Who hurt you? Who hurt you?
She is absolutely miserable. Absolutely miserable. Some of the comments, so I was really disappointed to see one woman in the chat I used to speak to, and she's like, I always come across as really like personable or something, she said, and I'm actually worried about her now. And I'm like, so use people are commenting there, you're obviously seeing what she's posting. But that's
no, Sophie, it's not her. It's not the same person. It's not who you.
No one ever knows what they're talking about.
I have no idea because she's like, no, it's not the same person. So are they arguing with each other?
You know who hurt me? Maria's haircut. That's what hurt me. Those bangs hurt me. Too. The lack of conditioning hurt me. It all hurt me. It hurt that Anne had to sit on the floor for the lives. It hurt that grandmas are going wild on the internet. I have an empathetic, huge heart. And I am very saddened that this is how these women want to spend their twilight years. You're supposed to get to a point as women, as a feminist, I believe, you just get better with age. You know what I mean? You get sweatier and you get better. And I'm so excited for those times. And then we see this, and then I think, oh God, that hurts. That hurts because it's scary that, you know, with all that life experience, you know what I mean? Growing up in the Great Depression, you know, dying, being dug up again. And this is the best we can get. That's what really hurts. So I don't know, that Vogue t-shirt hurts me. It just all hurts me. I'm very hurt. I'm very hurt.
Who you're thinking about?
Oh, thanks, Black Swan. So I'm like,
the popcorn lung hurts the most because you know when you watch someone, I get that thing where since I'm an impersonator, Busy, you know that about me. I start taking on people's accents and things. So then all of a sudden I think I got popcorn lung because that's what you get from vaping. You get what's called popcorn lung. You know, the people that quit smoking, then they go on to the vapes. You got to be very careful, you guys. I care about everyone out there except for these two. And I want you to like take care of your lungs. And every 2 seconds, I'll show you a video. It's like 8, you know, it's just a lot. And I need her to get it checked.
Research with vapes, you guys. I feel very strongly about it.
Yep.
No shade to those who like you are allowed to do whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. But there's just not, I used to work in health policy before I got into the field that I'm in now. But there's just not enough research about those. So I just be cautious. And the way this lady is about to, you know, birth her other sister through coughing, like you gotta. Did
you say birth her other
sister? You gotta be careful.
Have you seen a popcorn lung? And also, if you're gonna popcorn lung, like if you know you're gonna cough and you got all that phlegm because she's got a lot of phlegm and that. What is vape? Is it like what is the actual chemical in it? Is it like just anger? It's just anger.
Research, like it depends on whatever the mechanism is.
at least mute it if you know it's coming, because it comes every 5 minutes. I think sometimes you get a double. It's always directly at the camera. Like,
Sorry,
there's
you guys.
just, again, with age supposed to come wisdom, which is supposed to come manners, right? Right. Hello, so debonair. Yes, they look like they're reporting live from the trailer. It does.
Who says they're not? Who says they're not?
She doesn't smoke, therefore. Yeah, that's how stupid Anne is. She just continues to prove how dumb she is, because she's like, I don't even smoke. Because she listens to everything we say.
Because she doesn't smoke.
Yes. I heard her say it. You'll probably hear her say it in this live or another live we listened to. That's how you know they're watching, because they know everything we say. And
you're literally inhaling something from this mechanism. She feels like, because it's not a tobacco product, it's girl. And who's to say it's not?
These are the same people that think John Yates isn't racist. So I mean, they're not going to know about medical stuff. Okay,
lady is
like, I don't understand why it's okay for her.
You and I'm going to say it again. A lot of stuff.
Britters. Thanks for.
Oh, we're back. Are we back to Britters?
Watching Britters.
Yeah, let's get back to when did we talk about
Britters the troll? Britters is
what you when I watched her way back when. She didn't.
Oh wait, okay. This is where she claims that she's watched me way back when, which I never saw her pop up in a chat for me and Nana or me and you.
Well, maybe she just watched.
Maybe she was in the. Well, yeah, I didn't know John Yates' sister was a fan of me with Big Brother, but she was, and she told her brother, which I think is really why he dislikes me, is because his sister was a big fan, and like she knew about lives I did way before that she wouldn't have known about had she not been following me for a long time. Yeah. So let's see.
Thank you. But
Britters the troll. Britters is
what you don't understand is she did. That was how she built her channel.
What's up with this part? Why?
I think she got like
Britters is a troll. Like
or something.
You're on YouTube, or we're recording this live. You're going straight into the microphone.
Right.
There's no secrets that you're Britters is a troll. Like what's up with the Joleen, I just want to tell
it's the same way she reads the comments. like she's like, I gotta call as soon as I start the live. Yeah. The one on the right literally looks like real life troll. Troll.
Is this a secret that you're telling all 2,000 people?
Joleen, he said he auditioned for Big Brother several times and then later said we are stupid for liking it. And that's John Yates. Like, he's a Big Brother fan. He wishes he could be in that house. He wishes he could get numbers covering it. And now these two hags are out here going, oh, because people in their chat were like, oh, yeah, Joleen covers Big Brother. I've watched her Big Brother. And they're like, hey, you know who else covers Big Brother? Our friend. And then they had their friend. I felt so bad for her. They were like, baby girl, put a bra on and your best American flag tank top, light a 100 cigarette, sit at your kitchen table and pretend you watch the live feeds. And so they had one of their friends, they linked it and I clicked on it.
You lie.
I'm not kidding. It's very similar to our stalkers type behavior, which, so they were promoting some lady which the more the merrier for Big Brother, like, get it, girl. But I was like, this isn't going to work. She's got to look at how people are covering Big Brother. And it was like at the kitchen table with a Marlboro Light 200. She was like, okay. And she didn't know what was going on. And she kept going, I'm sorry, I'm doing this. I got flies in the house. I live on a farm. And then she had an American flag tank top. It was definitely one of their fans. Like, you could tell it's like their kind of tribe that they bring with them. So yeah, like, I'm not getting vaccinated. Oh, because she said, I gotta crack my Mountain Dew.
Not a Mountain Dew, my God.
They are rolling with some anti-vaxxers. Okay, here we go.
Channel.
She's always been like that.
Doing John Yates content.
Yeah.
She didn't have that big following when I watched her way back when. She didn't.
Yeah.
She's got, and that is bullying at its best. She has not stopped about this guy in 2 years. 2 years.
Yep.
And it's disgusting.
2 years.
Like, give it up already.
I was the 7 year stalker, so
what
I knew.
Talking about.
She's saying, I didn't have a following until I started covering with you, till we started Sipping Key and started doing JY versus Cheryl.
Lies.
But that's the thing. It's like they want to believe that because that helps their case. But you can go back and it's all documented what I've done through the years. And Big Brother has been my bread and butter.
Yeah.
If Big Brother was on all year, I could quit my job.
About what you were, their racist cult leader was upset about you being on Amazon Prime. Like lies.
It's so crazy. What I was saying, Joleen, you need to go watch the clip last night when JY said he don't get why you watch them because they ain't shit. Oh shit, I would love to see that. Okay, so she's basically, it's a shame, blame, change to be the victim. Me and Busy, we only had, it's not like we weren't on YouTube for a long time before this. Had a whole following before this. So I think I had hit 10K even before we even got into any of the drama stuff in our own thing. So it's just like, that's what happens when you do content, you put the work in and you're a funny person and you're a comedian, but it's like, I don't have to tell you my resume. You can turn on your TV and you can see me. And yeah.
If you are so intelligent, because she calls everybody else dumb, even people
just you
with degrees, even people with high paying jobs, everybody's dumb.
Everybody's dumb.
If you don't live in her world. So, but it's so rude. Like, has she got a degree in writing? I don't know, maybe she has. Has she got a degree in the arts? Like, maybe she has.
Who knows? I don't know. We don't dig in as much as they dig into us.
I don't care.
I love how they just assume. They'd make so many assumptions and they're so stupid. But the thing is, it's not. They're willfully lying because they know so much about me because Anne followed me hard. I am an open book. If you follow my channel, I talk about my addiction. I talk about my education. I talk about my family. I talk about everything. So there's no way they don't know that, yes, I'm a college graduate. Yes, I went to grad school. Did I finish grad school?
Where do you go to where do you go to get a degree? What, University of Phoenix? Where do you go to get a degree in writing? Tell us where you go.
Trump University.
Who you go to? If you want to, this lady is so dumb. Sorry, and I have to agree, girl. You're dumb. Where do you go? And you're walking across the stage, and they're like, "What a degree in writing?"
Yeah. My parents would have probably. I do have a degree in print journalism. I do have a degree in journalism. I do have a minor in creative writing. And I do have a minor in psychology, which makes this all so much more interesting.
You can't graduate with a degree in writing.
No, I couldn't just show up and go,
maybe
me want to write.
Journalism, you do you cannot just graduate. Okay, even in English. Okay, if you are English, your concentrations and what you graduate are so different. And then you get a degree in whatever the art is.
They don't know, Busy. She didn't go to college, and Momo went to colleges when colleges weren't even colleges. They just opened up barns and threw books at people, and we're like, do something because we need to build some, industry. Okay, we got to do something.
Maybe she has a degree in writing. I'm not sure. No, you should be sure because no one has it's like unless I'm like literally like really.
There are creative writing degrees. Like I thought about getting my master's for creative writing once upon a time, but instead I went for something else.
But is that degree in arts? Like I have a bachelor's in arts.
Yeah, like a arts, like arts and sciences and stuff. Yeah.
Like, do you? Yeah, I don't have a degree in like I studied.
I see what you're saying. Science. That was your study. That was your major.
I studied political science. Okay, and that's what I graduated with. But I have a bachelor's of arts. Okay,
yeah.
2. But it's not like.
But I mean, look at her.
What is the degree? What are you talking about, lady?
She doesn't even know. They're
Maybe she did go to school. Maybe she did graduate with the.
They're gonna do and say anything that looks like it disparages people. But the problem is more people follow us than follow you. And more people have seen how big of liars you both are and how disingenuous you are and how you flip-flop and go back and forth. And one day you hate someone, next day you don't. And they've seen how solid me and Busy are as this duo who came in just to like satirize and parody the craziness. So we're not in their community. We are just,
Thank God.
know,
The
well,
way
thank
that,
God.
that Baker was blended is a disgrace.
It's a
And get
disgrace.
someone, and you should have gone to someone who got a degree in makeup doing, okay, knowing her language. I can't.
Mhm. Yes. So, I mean, the people that follow us are, you know, I mean, not to be elitist, but I mean, they're going to be far more educated and probably critical thinkers. And that doesn't mean they necessarily have degrees. They're just going to have educated themselves, whether that's in higher learning or just in reading and looking at themselves, because we are followed by critical thinkers. They are followed by people that fall for MLMs and cults.
Amen.
That's just how that works. And they know that. Okay, let's keep going. It's so hard to get through this.
I don't care. I don't want to know anything about
Now
her.
I'm going to say something. I am going to say something nice.
Ooh.
I'm going to say something nice, but then I'm going to kill it with something bad.
She's shaking the table.
It's open.
She's shaking the table.
Amber.
Oh, we gotta hit that vape. We better hit that popcorn one.
Has been going live with the camera on. Congrats, Amber.
Now they're already talking about Amber. I mean, it's just like, why? That, you know what? They should be reported. All in fun and joking, but you're to put my name in it, but you're talking about Amber and you're talking about Britters.
It's not fair.
This is false advertising. People are going to look for content about me and they're going to go, why are these grandmas
That's
getting
true.
off topic?
It's
It's clickbait. It's clickbait what they're doing. Like, get back to Joleen.
Okay with him because, and it's not because my information's out there, but because that asshole messaged my daughter. I was livid. And
Okay, now you're talking about an asshole who messaged your daughter. I don't even know who your daughter is, nor do I care.
popcorn lung affecting.
Oh, popcorn lung. Perfect. Okay. I think this is the part people are talking about.
But I was back, and I thought me and her were friends, and then
Oh, she thought her and Britters were. I thought me and her were friends.
and she was writing shit about us and Reddit.
Garbage.
She apologised for that, and then it's
There's a
on the
link on
community chat Flower Child. It's on my community tab. Sorry, I got it from Amazon. So, but I'm really disappointed. So somebody sent me a comment.
Still talking about Britters. Like, I'm sorry, Britters. No disrespect, but what the fuck?
Why is her name not hashtag?
What Britters? Hashtag the woman who's sitting on your husband's face or something. You know what I mean? Like, don't hashtag me.
She wrote today saying about and popcorn lung affecting her brain. But I don't smoke, you do.
Britters, did you take my line?
She said, "I don't smoke, you do."
Well, let's see.
We see what we do. We look and we
just saw you
watch her inhale and then blow up like I don't smoke, you do. Like we literally see her vape.
But that is just the epitome of these women. That is just
I don't
like
smoke, you do.
You see, they do something right in front of you and they try to gaslight you and say, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. It's like, you're wearing a shirt that says Vogue on it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And then you see the Vogue shirt, or you have unattractive bangs. No, I don't. No, I don't. And then Maria's like this, you know,
I hate you.
Your friend is a racist. He just said the N-word. No, he didn't. He got mad. Somebody pissed him off. You try getting pushed for 2 years. And then you too will say the N-word.
I don't smoke, you do. Like you're literally inhaling and blowing. Like how do you smoke, lady? You're smoking in her face. Like you're like vaping is just a new verb and term for like you're smoking. Like you're literally smoking. I don't smoke.
Literally.
You do.
I don't smoke. I smoke. Like, because she hits that thing like, and sometimes I don't see her blow it out. She swallows it and it comes out her asshole. That's what I heard happens.
And that it's vaping. Like what does she think that because she doesn't like the verb like I'm smoking, like something you do, like I smoke. Does she think that then she's I vape? Is she saying that? Like, I want to know what her mental capacity is and where she thinks she is on the Richter scale. What is she thinking? Like, we literally, Joleen, you stopped it at a point where she literally put it in her mouth.
I know.
What is she thinking she's doing?
But this is busy. The only way these women can sleep at night, because you are not making sense. You are caping for a racist piece of shit, and somehow you have to make it make sense so that you can close your eyes at night and go, can't wait to wake up tomorrow to do my shitty content, you know? So they have to keep lying to themselves. So even her saying she doesn't smoke that must be something that she's very insecure about, because she's probably went from cigarettes to vaping, and she feels
people
like,
do that, and I don't
Yep.
want to discredit people who do that, because you know some people use it as a mechanism to cut down their tobacco use, and then they they wean off of tobacco through vaping, and then they're able to like get clean. So I don't want to remove any of that, but I don't think any medical professional would say that you stop smoking.
No, you're still putting something.
Yeah, these products to another product, and then now you're trying to get off of it.
Right? I mean, and good question, Miss Mickey. Does popcorn lung affect your brain? Because she seems to have an affected brain.
Yeah, I think that's from something else.
And popcorn lung does come from vaping, not cigarettes. All right, let's keep going.
Smoking after watching my sister die with lung cancer within 7 weeks. That was it. But I'm like, what is wrong with her? I've not said anything about this girl.
She's not following us.
More breaders.
Listen, I finally can see everybody else's feed that I follow posts. So no long love lost there. She was never married. Ugh.
We are choosing to be his friend.
Here's what she talks about
trash about you. And again, have I supported everything that John said and done? Absolutely not. Yeah. But I am not going to vilify him the same as the rest of you. And what you're actively all doing is trying to bully me and Maria because we are choosing to be his friend. It's not really any of your business. He's not doing the dirty shit.
You make it our business when you put it all online. When he puts it all online, you make it our business. You have to be cognizant of patterns, and you have to shut that shit down. No one's bullying you by shining a mirror and posting your words and satirizing those. No one is bullying you. If you two went offline and went into the most racist part of Scotland, I don't know where that is, I'll have to ask Jay today, and danced out there and smoked your crack and got your popcorn lung, we would not have an opinion about it. But the fact that you are using these platforms to push forward this behavior and this man who's clearly very toxic and problematic, and now you have become this toxic and problematic person. You can't just go, well, I didn't say it. It's not me. You can't hold me accountable. You guys are constantly his cheerleaders. You are basically his marketing team, his PR grannies. So yes, people are going to have an opinion about it. You put it all out there on Front Street, dumbasses, right, Biz? I mean,
not PR grannies.
I mean, that's what they are.
But I am with you. I don't think anyone's bullying them, like by no means. But I do feel like a mirror is being put up to you, girl. Like this is who you friends with. Show us your character. Show us the people you hang out with. We'll show you your character. And this is what you seem to look like. And their frustrations is that they don't like what they're being perceived to be with who they're hanging around. Girl, we're not bullying you. We use what you say, and then we show it back to you, and you don't like that. But then also the people you hang around. There's no bullying over here. There ain't nobody bullying y'all. Y'all chose the wrong path, and you consistently choose the wrong path. And now what's happening is that because you're not apt to change, you're more aggressive in your approach to defend your poor actions. And now you feel like people are attacking you because you're defending the negative actions and course that you decided to take by befriending a racist, bigoted, misogynist man. And now it's everybody's attacking me. Girl, they're just shining a light on what's happening with you, putting a mirror up to your face. And what's happening is that you don't like what's being seen. And now you're resisting it. And now you're putting the blame, like your leader does, right back on us and saying it's our fault. When you're deciding to hold hands, walk hand in hand, skip to the loo with the racist.
Oh my goodness.
Shit that I see everybody else doing, and have a good look at yourselves. Have a good look at
She doesn't like exactly what you're saying, Busy, that what we're saying is true, and she knows that, and that's why she has to go on the heavy defense. That's why her and Momo constantly have to be like, we don't care. If you don't care what people think about you being JY's friend, then why do you do lives about it?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't care, and you have the best friend ever, someone who said you were a 7-year stalker, someone who Momo took a restraining order out on, and then one day he was like, God, I'm losing everybody again. You know, we're going through another reorg. He's like a really failing corporation over here. You know, we got a reorg, guys. Everybody's quitting. And so he's like, hey, sorry, Momo. I know you're good at doing bad stuff like doxing kids and posting pictures of them, allegedly. So why don't you join the team back over? And then Anne's like, can we join again, Anne? I'm bored over here. My husband just feeds the cat in his cargo pants. And then, you know, she got included and invited to the party again. And I mean, it's not that hard to see what these women are doing. Like you love this. It's weird.
Look at yourselves.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
And Anne, you have to
We're
get this,
disgusting.
I know, this self-righteous fucking soapbox that this woman is on, where she's like, you're disgusting. Anne, you know, Mrs. Doubtfire, that you're disgusting. This man, you messaged me and said, this man, John Yates, put a picture because he didn't like you. Posted a picture of your dead mother. You wrote to a DM to me, which you can find on our community tab on Sip Ki's channel, that you felt as though he desecrated your mother's memory. That is one of the cruelest things. And I actually I feel sorry that I think that's horrible that he would do that to
Joleen,
you.
I love you dearly, but if you do anything with my family, girl, I promise you we'll never talk again, and don't even look this way.
Exactly. And I would expect you to be that way, because that's really when someone shows you who they are, believe them. The minute a friend or someone who's not even your friend yet, someone you're allegedly stalking, takes a picture, losing a mother is like the hardest thing most people ever go through, that, or a child. Like, that's like horrendous, you know? And so for that, I have ultimate empathy for Anne, because that's very difficult. You know, that's so sad. I think of Nana, and she's my best friend. And if somebody posted a picture of my mom after she had passed in some way to get back at me, and now these Ebenezer Scrooges are going to make an excuse for that kind of trash behavior, there's no sorry you can say where I would forgive that. I would say, go on with your life. If you are that kind of person that's like, I can't hold grudges, fine. Relieve that for yourself, but don't invite him back into your life. That's disgusting behavior. And now
everyone feels more sorry for her and her mother, her condition, than her. Everybody's like, oh my God, it hurt me. I can't believe that. And here she is, a guzzling. I don't understand how she is strongly overlooking what everybody else is like. Yo, I felt so bad for her. This is so hard to watch. And here she is defending him online, and you got majority of the internet being like, oh, I can't believe he ever did that to her. The people that honestly, and you are pushing them away to have his back, and he the one who did the egregiousness to you.
Yeah, we would never do that to you. And that actually makes me want to cry for her, because, and I know that I don't feel sorry for her and that she's choosing this, but I just think of if it was your mom, Busy, or my mom, but anyone's mom, because no one's mom after they're deceased deserves that.
Yeah.
That's what a trash human. But these women will say, well, he was struggling and he was having a hard time. That's your mom. You picked a crackhead over your mom, a crackhead who disparaged and posted a picture of your deceased mother. That is now who you are looking like a whole fool for on the internet. That is why you have to wear the Vogue shirt. You know, I mean, it is.
Talk about disgracing and you think your mother would like that? No shade.
Oh my God.
If anyone disparaged he's not my mother's late husband, who I consider my dad. Oh, y'all done. And you will never see me. I wouldn't even be able to talk to you. Because what the legacy that I would, if I have to think about what my mother's late husband is even thinking about any idea or movement that I make, I don't want it to be me defending the person that disparaged them. That's weird. It's so weird to me, because I'm someone who's lost a parent, looking at this lady and thinking, first of all, you were probably upset about it, and then you befriend a person who, I wonder if at Oh, I don't want to say that.
Busy, she was upset enough to message a stranger, me, who she respected and was a fan of, to tell me how much that hurt. She said the 7-year stalker thing did not hurt as bad as when he put her mom's picture up, and it felt like he desecrated her
What,
memory.
can you even pray or talk to your mother's spirit and still feel like it's a good thing if you're hanging out with the person who trashed her?
I mean, the stuff this guy has done to his supposed friends who come and go or whatever. It's so, that's why he needs to be held accountable in life, because people like this just let him literally get away with this just deplorable behavior.
She looks like a fool. She looks like honey boo boo fool.
You look like a Mama June fool, okay? Taking back men and leaving your kids like Mama June does. Love My Frenchie says, Anne and her sanctimonious soapbox saying everyone and everything is disgusting all the time. Such a hypocrite. And Dear Dana gives us something very good to think about. They are stuck on the internet for life, being affiliated with someone. Like, you are the sum of the 5 closest people to you. Think about this, right?
Amen.
It's so, and that's what a tiny bit of clout, I guess, or a tiny bit of attention on YouTube did to this woman. This woman was willing to be like, oh yeah, he disparaged my mom's memory, but you know what? Because she says, I feel bad for him. I feel so bad. Feel bad for your mother's memory. Feel bad for that shit. That's important. This crackhead isn't important. No one has to save him. He has proven to be a problem and a pattern of a problem that he doesn't want to fix. The thing you have to learn, you freaking enablers, is until the person wants to get help and fix themselves, you can do nothing.
Sure can't.
That's why you have to set hard lines in the sand. That's why in intervention, you don't see people going, well, I know you have a serious drug problem and you're ruining the family and the friends and all that, but you know what? I'll still go live on YouTube with you. I'll still tell people you're great, and I'll give them your Cash App, because that's going to help. That's going to help this situation. If you truly are suicidal and you truly are self-harming, if you truly do have suicidal ideations and you truly do have substance abuse and mental illness, I think the best thing we can do is go live and talk about haters and fight people. Yeah, and give them your Cash App. I think that's the best thing we can do. I think that's really going to help. These people, that's what they're there, not for the right reasons. Her and Maria,
you're going to hate me.
Wanted a channel.
5 minutes.
We barely got through these hoes.
I know. Let's go live again tomorrow or today.
Okay, somebody drop Busy a Cash App so he can use that to sleep on.
I promise y'all it won't work. Okay.
And nobody is going to intimidate me.
They can do whatever they want. I will never change my mind. I will be John's friend until the day I decide to stop. Nobody's going to change my mind.
Oh, and she vapes again.
Yep, there she's vaping and angry vaping. Did you hear Did you hear Maria? I'm going to be John's friend until the time I decide not to. Till the next time you file a restraining order on him.
I see everybody else doing, and have a good look at yourselves. Have a good look at yourselves.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. And nobody is going to intimidate me.
They can do whatever they want. I will never change my mind. I will be John's friend until the day I decide to stop. Nobody's going to change my mind. Absolutely nobody's going to bully me to stop talking to John. Nobody. Exactly. Because he hasn't done half the shit these people are doing.
Revisionist history at its finest. Okay, Busy, have you ever used racial slurs repeatedly on YouTube and then said,
I cried on the internet more than anybody else?
Okay.
Never.
Number 2, have you threatened people's children?
Never.
Have you threatened or disparaged or doxed women? Have you sold your friend's phone number?
Never.
Have you said that a victim of sexual abuse deserved to be R'd? Did you say you can't R the willing?
I couldn't even imagine.
Did you talk about a woman's ovaries and her reproductive issues?
Never.
Did you use microaggressions and talk about AT2's lips? Okay. Did you accuse someone of being a pedo with no facts, but you wanted to go live and talk about it? Okay. Well, so far you're doing so good.
Are they going up? Joleen, you should send them the checklist. Send it to them. Somebody send them the checklist. Someone send them the checklist. See if someone sent them the checklist. If they're like, he hasn't done half of the things, sending them checklists.
Yes, let's create a checklist. Okay, Reddit. We'll work together on this. We create a checklist. I'm going to add it to my video. We'll check. Have you ever done this? Then I'll show him doing it. Have you ever done this? Then I'll show him doing it. Because I have a couple videos in the works.
Create a checklist. Since they say he hasn't even done half of the things, y'all create a checklist. Create a checklist.
Create a checklist. Have you ever weaponized your mental health or alleged self-harm? Because I won't say it's
the people don't even know what's going on with me in my real life.
Dorothy, thank you,
Dorothy.
for the super chat. Love from Denmark. We love Denmark. We love Denmark. Okay.
And it's my choice, my decision. I don't care.
She better be pro-choice. Then if I find out this chick is pro-life, I'm gonna be mad. My body, my choice, and then she's out here, my Johnny, my choice.
She is
the more hate I see them giving him, the more I feel as if he needs to be protected.
You should protect your mother's thing. Okay, let me
the
show you
more
this.
I see, the thing is, people like
it's getting good. He joins
and a moral compass to say, why are these people doing it? Not the more I see people attacking him, the more I need to jump in front. So at one point, you need to turn around and say, "What the hell did you do?" Like you need to, need to at least at one point say, "What? Why the hell are these people so mad?"
When you know you're a friend to someone, a true friend would call shit out and be like, "Okay, so here's something I was just working. I didn't finish it. It's very rough, but it is. This is when they say JY says stuff." And we don't condone it, and we tell him or something. You'll hear moderator Trash Can say that a lot, I say stuff. But watch as these two women in their twilight, I like to call them the Twilight Sisters, as they allow and say nothing as JY disparages Rabbit's newborn.
1 second, I need a bio.
Okay. So what's a bio?
I gave you the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So as Rabbit is a new mother, and congratulations again, Rabbit and her little bunny. But it was literally right after Rabbit gave birth. They were making disparaging comments about Rabbit's newborn, saying that the newborn, and you'll see in this video, the newborn is going to be a felon. Like about a newborn. It's just the sickest shit that to talk about someone's newborn, like this childless prick is going to disparage a newborn baby, and you will watch the Twilight Sisters say nothing. I think they're both on it. If I can remember, there might be one other person on it. They say nothing. These are grandmothers. These are mothers. These are women who are, on their sanctimonious soapboxes, like you guys so eloquently said. Say nothing. They allow this man child who is, emotionally stunted to talk about a new mother and her brand new baby. That is disgusting. Thank you, Miss Mickey. Insert the unflushed toilet meme. But it is literally so disgusting to come after a little baby. Okay, busy. So here's this. I was working on this, and then I was working on another video, and then I was doing Big Brother stuff. It's just like I can only do so much in one day. But this, this self-righteous Mrs. Doubtfire, how she wants to, be out here like, no, it's not us. John's saying it, not us. He's saying it in front of you, and you don't check him. You're a mom and a grandma, and he's talking. You're going to see him talk about a newborn, and they say nothing.
This
is when he was doing the racist impression of you.
Okay, I will say this is an old video.
Yeah, well, I like to make it fun and put in little things. I mean, this is literally like, he's like, what's eating Gilbert Grape in this video? I don't know why he thought he was being you. I thought he was reenacting the movie or something. Okay.
Can't hear it.
All right, let's share again. This is when he is impersonating. There's just like a little clip on it. But that's when he...
Oh, y'all, imagine he's being me.
He's being busy, and then imagine...
These are things that Busy Blue was saying. Oh, not me referring to myself in the picture. These are things that I would just definitely... No, girl, no. First of all, the whole thing was trash. It was disgusting. Never in life what any of these things is. If y'all like the stuff that I do, I think most of y'all already know, but the stuff that I do in real life, I would never do no stuff like this.
No, and what they do, and they did it again, Busy, in this live and in their comment section, they are very racist. And what they do is they create this slave master type relationship between us. So in this parody, they did it, but also they're still doing it. They're acting as though you are a weak person that I somehow control. And then he uses like the obviously we know from the parody, the, you know, kind of slave master lingo.
Also, you don't go to bed wench. Like y'all,
and he got that from Monica.
And y'all need to get it, y'all need to get over it. I love her, she loves me, and we look at each other like y'all need to get over it.
Get over it. You're jealous
like,
that
you
don't have a real friend. You don't have a real friend. And also all your friends look just like you. And that could be why you have no perspective in life, because you don't know other people's journeys and you're not willing to even want to learn about other people. Okay, here we go. Can you hear it? How do I get rid of that? Okay, so John Yates slanders a newborn baby. The Twilight twins sit there and let it happen.
Did you full screen it?
I did, but it's still doing that.
Okay, then move your mouse.
Okay.
I don't know why then.
That's when he's looking for validation.
Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way.
Hey, stinky fish. Guys, we're going to go live on YouTube in 10 minutes. Please be there. It's going to be a series.
Rabbit is just so deplorable, and I know she just had a kid. And I hope to God the kid doesn't come out like she is, because I'm getting a vision. I'm Siwa. I see a felon by 12, because this is insanity. So
oh my God, look at that.
Hey, girl, hey.
Because she takes more pictures of herself than her daughter. But
so up here, you can't see it because the screen's being weird, but we expect this from Momo, who posts pics of her enemies' kids on social media and is constantly talking about people's kids and publicly shaming others' parenting. But you claim to be a righteous grandma, Anne.
Yeah, but then they allow him. And this is why I said when we first, like when we were talking about this earlier, can you imagine her stepping in being like, no, let's stop. This man just used like very racial negative stereotypes, you know, dealing with Black and brown indigenous people and how they can the prison, the school prison, the pipeline system, and how, oh, I'm getting a vision. You know, you're using negative stereotypes, you're using negative facts to push a narrative that's just like that America wants you to have, and as a white male and gay at that, which I still don't understand, he's a sociopath. And here you are. I'm getting a bit. I hope he doesn't turn out like. First of all, this woman, no shade to the rabbit, because I think she's boring most days. And I know that she know that. But the lady is smarter than you. Her research skills are way better than you. She knows exactly what she's talking about. She could put together an amazing case and research project. And here you are, barely knowing who touched who inappropriately, and if you should be around them. And then you got the nerve to talk about someone's child. You should only hope that she could even watch a child that you birthed. Like I can only imagine how great a child would be that the rabbit birthed. Like I can only imagine in the way that she's able to dissect and look through the. Can you imagine the Inspector Gadget she would be raising?
Her baby, her daughter will be amazing, and look. so down on, well, actually, she's probably be such a great person. She will just have empathy.
Right. It
The
goes
world,
straight to criminal. He goes straight to
yeah.
criminal.
This is a newborn. I mean, they talk about innocent, and these women want to cry for JY, who's had 40 plus years to get it right, and he can't. But you should be fighting for people of color, and you should be fighting for children, and you should be fighting for the women he attacks and the women who have been brave enough to share their sexual assaults online. And then he goes, and when he gets in his feelings and mad because someone calls him Cooter Brown or something, then he goes and talks about their, essay and disparages them.
Baby is voiceless. Like I
Voiceless.
cannot understand any mother sitting by and letting any person talk about a child ever. I don't even have children, and I cannot imagine someone sitting by me saying anything about someone like lay off. Outside of the fact that they may be ugly, okay, give it to them, and they are what they are. But you projecting their trajectory in life, there ain't no way. And these two white women, this one with no neck, sat there and had the nerve while he's sitting there. Oh, I'm getting the vision, like see why I see, and no one said, okay, that's a little too far.
Nobody.
You don't even have to really reprimand, or you don't have to yell at someone to be like, okay, that's not okay.
You check your friend. If you ever, the times even when we've talked about
we've done it online,
like feminist shit or something, and I was like, oh, and I tell you in like a loving way, and you're like, oh my God, I didn't even mean it like that. But that's what friends do. But these women, maybe her neck ate her conscience. I don't know what happened here. I got a big neck too, so I understand. We can hold a lot in here. A lot of the hate goes in there, but you women can never say another word. You let this garbage pail kid talk about a newborn and Rabbit's newborn, all because Rabbit does investigative journalism about your problematic friend. She wouldn't have nothing to investigate if he wasn't a problem. Again, no one's going into his house. No one's making shit up. Things aren't just, we're picking things from the sky going, you know what? I'd love to just talk about a guy with a brown finger. That sounds so fun, who can't keep a job, whose husband is punching stoves. Doesn't that sound like a good time? No one is thinking that. He's putting himself out there. He's not functional. He's not fictional. Like, these women are so deplorable.
He's not functional. He's not. Both are true. Both are true.
I mean, it's so ridiculous. Okay, so then
are they both mothers?
They're mothers and grandmothers, and they love to mention that when people don't have kids, which is so interesting because I've heard them say that about the squirrel not having a husband or kids. But I'm like, your friend, moderator 666, she don't have no kids either. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get a prize because you pushed a baby out of your vagina unless you actually know how to be a good person, a good example, and protect children the rest of your life. You don't.
To be honest, we got to do a test because Miss Doubtfire, shout out to Joleen, I feel like she may be dead as well because call this a sixth sense. That man looked like there was nobody else in the room with him. He came through.
She's dead. Ghost dad. Oh no.
It was almost like there was nobody sitting up there.
Did you see he walked through her? He walked through her.
He didn't acknowledge her, picked up something, walked past. It was almost like no one else was in the room with him. We may need to test to see if she's alive as well. Because the way that he picked up that stuff, it just was like, and I'm thinking, now that I'm thinking back to, I'm thinking, nothing moved. Is she dead as well? Girl, like y'all throwing people's dicks in people's faces in y'all marriages and people, it just don't work. It don't work. Your husband act like you was a ghost, girl. Call you Demi Moore, like you Patrick Swayze, you were not there, Croc.
I see dead people.
Nowhere to be wrong.
Someone save that man. Someone save that reading glasses, feeding the cat, cargo pant man, because he deserves better than this trash bag. Can you imagine? But also, would she even say anything if he was talking about her grandkids? Would she say something? Because you've proven that.
I don't think so.
I don't know, but it'll happen because he has a history of not getting along with people or getting along and then getting in fights with them.
Joleen,
and going.
you talked about her dead mother.
Exactly.
Do you
Oh
think
yeah,
she
you're
would
right.
care
You're
if
right.
we
You're right.
talked
You're
about
right.
her
You're right.
grandchildren?
So let's just do this
Nobody's
again.
off limits. He has trashed her dead mother. Do you think
Trash
she'll
her
be like,
dead
okay,
mother.
like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, once my parents and my grandparents pass, I'm going to be passing around stories and talking to. She is hanging out with the person who disparaged her mom. You think she's going to be defending her grandchildren? She's not even going to be able to go to them and say, "Oh, your grandmother was a great person." She's hanging out with the person who's like, "No, she wasn't. Hated her, trash," and I'll put it on the internet. She's hanging out with the person who can go to her grandchildren and say, "You know, that lady was a nasty, evil slut." Like that's who she's befriending. She's not going to defend her grandchildren.
No, it's horrible. It's horrific. Okay, one more time here with this.
Help is on the way, dear! Mrs. Doubtfire! Help is on the way!
Hey, stinky fish. Guys, we're going to go live on YouTube in 10 minutes. Please be there. It's going to be serious.
Rabbit is just so deplorable, and I know she just had a kid, and I hope to God the kid doesn't come out like she is, because I'm getting a vision. I'm Siwa. I see a felon by 12, because this is insanity. So.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Hey,
Look.
girl, hey. Because she takes more pictures of herself than her daughter. But I don't even know. Does she only have one kid? I've only seen one kid.
I know she just had a kid, and I hope to God the kid doesn't come out like she is, because I'm getting a vision. I'm Siwa. I see a felon by 12.
There's no sound on that yet. I'm not
Because she
finished.
has nothing to say.
Rabbit can suck the fucking rabbit cock. Is what she can suck. Terry Lynn sent Rabbit a super chat saying, "I doxed her minor daughter's number." And then Rabbit went with it and ran and said, "John Yates."
She talks so slow. I mean, this is what he's saying about women.
Right, see you soon. Bye, guys. Don't know why I'm trying to send this one. I'm trying to end it.
Stop it. Get some help.
That's all I have so far because I was working on that one and another one. But yeah, that's just how disgusting these women are. They should be so too ashamed to ever go live again. I mean, the proof is there, and I'm going to keep pointing out all the proof because this isn't a case of someone doesn't like someone. This is a case of you guys are actively participating and attacking people like newborns who can't defend themselves. You guys are supporting racism. You're supporting misogyny. You're supporting attacks on people who have been assaulted. And they need to remember that there's a large portion of their audience. Most women, have been through some kind of horrific experience of whether physical or sexual assault. So for you to be up there,
we coming for you. Let me tell you one thing. I got Joleen back 10 toes down. And if you don't like her, then I don't like you either. Okay. And I'm keeping it cute for the internet, but don't be fooled. I'm so tired of this. They're hypocrites. They contradict themselves. The lady who's vaping saying she don't vape at the same time. I can't take it. And grow and we'll keep it going as long as you keep it going. Because at this point, I don't think it's bullying. It's just like, okay, well, let's dissect this for a moment. Call this research. This is for educational. Everything we do over here is for educational purposes.
Education, yeah.
That's what something. Now let's dissect it. Let's work through with this. Let's really research. Let's dive in. That's what we're doing right now. And to be honest, it's not coming out in your favor. Your popcorn lung, the lady with her husband who's sleeping with his sister, nothing is working.
your ghost self. I mean, I told you guys, I hate a bully. I hate a bully. And I got skills, and Busy has skills, and Busy hates a bully. Okay. And there's a lot of people out there who don't have voices and don't have platforms. And if we're able to, you know, shine some light on stuff while making people laugh and feel better about this garbage trash, all the while, you know, calling it out, then that's what we'll do. We're multifaceted and multi-talented, but the minute you come for children, you come for people of color, you come for women, you come for, you know, victims of SA, you come for all this, it's like, okay, well, I guess we just have to, like, you know, expose. That's kind of, it is
I don't like nasty people. Like it's very disgusting. It's very disturbing to me. It's almost like, oh, it can like me or not like me. That has not your personality, the way you treat people, what you do. If that's trash, girl, you can count me and you can love me as much as you want to love me. I can't rock with you. I can't see you if you're not truly living in the realm of how you should treat people, talk to people. I cannot deal with it. It's just not so. And as a member of a underrepresented race and a part of the LGBTQIA community, I get hit several times. And when I look at several people, and I can say, yeah, that's not right. That's not right. And I stand up for what I believe in, and I don't let it go. And people can change my mind if they change their ways. But these two women, I don't see it happening. And I cannot stand. What I do see is that I have an amazing friend who is an amazing woman. She understands. She does her research. She learns. She's empathetic. She's caring. She's kind, and she's willing to push the envelope on what needs to be pushed back. And I see two white women, not even from here, caping for this white man who is encouraging microaggressions and threats against him. Like, I don't. People would. I actually was just in the training today about how people would die for whiteness, and John Yates, JY, looks like a person who could be dying of cancer. And then if the government was voting to see if, well, we're about to give free cancer to everybody, people of color and everybody, he will vote no. Okay, just so that everybody wouldn't get it, and he would die for his cause, and he would die a cancered man just so that black people couldn't get cancer free. And y'all are protecting those type of people, and it's sad to watch. It's disgusting to watch. And I hope your grandchildren, to me, this is just Busy speaking, I hope your grandchildren look at you one day and look at these videos that you got going on and say, I'm disappointed in you, Grandma. This is sad, Grandma. I am shocked, Grandma. I truly do hope, and this is just Busy speaking, I hope your grandchildren look at you and look at these videos that you got on the internet and say, I'm disgusted, Grandma. Why, Grandma? I can't believe this, Grandma. And I want you to try. I want you to show them the man that you were defending, and especially the one who showed your played with your dead mother.
Their great grandma.
Her. I want y'all to show your grandchildren the man that you were defending,
and show him.
Grandma, why don't you do it? This is sad, Grandma. I can't believe, Grandma. I want you to show them the man you were defending. And I hope the video pops up of what they did to what he did to your dead mother. Because you're trash. And if you could sleep with yourself at night in that overbite, the girl, then go ahead and have it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it.
I mean, and if you have daughters or granddaughters and you're supporting a man who speaks this way of women, but in their mentality, they're like, well, if you're a bitch, you get treated like a bitch.
Child, I can't stand that. I can't. Okay.
Because you'll hear him on here. If you can give us 30 more minutes, Busy, it get good.
30 more minutes?
It gets good. And then we'll come back tomorrow too, but 30 more minutes, because look who you got. You got your favorite character, GB.
No, I do love Jim Bentley.
So I think she was like, I don't know. You'll hear. But yeah. Okay. Here we go. But they're probably the type of women who would say, well, what was she wearing at the party when she was assaulted? And, oh, well, you shouldn't hang out. You should know better than to be around men and have no chaperone. Because that's what Momo loves to talk about, how she was chaperoned.
I'll give you 15.
Okay, 30 minutes sounds good. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get some super chats in here because we just do it for the money,
I will say,
honey.
if
we make $200,
$200,
200, Busy will stay on for another hour.
I'll say, but I promise you, like, if not, I'm going to bed. I don't want our streams as long as theirs.
I know. It's gotta. So we gotta get going. Busy said he needs. What do you need? 100? You said 200.
I only said 100. You said
okay. I was trying to guess what you would say. Okay, here we go.
Because you gotta pay to keep me awake. This is time spent.
I'll give it to Busy.
And then our channel came out in one of the online newspapers, right? Saying that we covered what happened to you. Sherelle and Amber had a fit.
I'll get a comment too. I heard it in her room. The thing is,
also, why don't they all say, or why does a certain part of their community be like, I was in your room and I was paneling with them? Like, what is this? That is not even how people talk, is it? It's weird. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Jen's there. We don't want to hear just from her because it's just a lot of the squirrel said this, the squirrel said that, and we're like, okay, cool.
Post everything.
That's a cute.
Okay, post everything. Read everything out loud. Expose her. Whatever. It doesn't. You don't have to. Just do it. Fuck it.
My only problem with Amber, my only problem with her is what she did to my damn daughter. Push me to make me want.
We're so tired of that.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? I don't even know.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been
Sorry,
a
I've
while.
just popped this up here. Hi, John. So this was.
Whoa. Okay, that Scottish grandma has the biggest crush on this dude. Something about this dude, these older ladies are like, oh, hi. Like, you can tell, like, they like ignore Jen Bailey in this. She's just going off. They talk over her. They could give two shits. And then they also talk over Anne. But when John says something like, oh, John is so funny. It's so funny. Like, it's really weird. It's really weird.
Wow. She found Phil's real job.
There we go.
That's why I was surprised. I try to not, I try to just stay like in my ignorance bubble as best as I can.
Thank you guys.
And,
girl, please.
Because I don't want to know what's going on, who's saying what, whatever. And then I heard that. I'm like, wait a minute. Let me, her name sounded familiar to me. So I looked it up and then all that came up.
I ran across it, John.
So basically they're talking about that Britney girl again. And they're saying they're exposing her DMs. And apparently
who is she? I want to know her more.
I don't know a ton about her. I think she might have been friends with Bamsey or something. That's what they say in this video. And there might have been some jumping around. I'm not sure. I'm not worried about it.
John, because I've heard of this lady before, but when I went and nothing against her, but there was only 675 views, which I was thinking Amber was.
Girl, that is a good day for you. Thank you for the super chats, you guys.
Probably hoping because she was a lower creator that nobody would see it in her eyes that night. She wouldn't have pulled that shit up on one of our panels, or she ain't going to do it on her panel. She'll go to Terry Fate. How dare you, after calling John just the same as me? And that's the same thing to you too, Jules. You both. And you too, Sea Moon. I will never, ever, ever forgive you for looking at me and John up on that screen and you were cackling and mocking us. And you are a fraud. Every bit of your story that you brought to YouTube to make money for, ignorant people have been paying you and you lied about every single bit.
Girl, she was just up on Siwa's for months. Like, I love you, Siwa. I love you. This girl only knows 2 modes. I hate you or I love you so hard I want to wear your skin.
I love about her.
It's so interesting. I'm just like, because she was all on us. Messages, love you, Joleen, you're so great. You inspire me. You're the best. You're the best around. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Because it's like, I know she's got issues, So
That's what I love about her.
So now she's like, now she picked another. It's just like back and forth. It's like ping pong.
A little bit of it. That's why you're friends with Amber, and she contacted your attacker. Liar. You're an extortionist.
So this is another screenshot. This is
quickly.
Right. I'm going live with my girl and another blogger to talk about Amber and Sherelle. And trust me, we ain't going to be making Amber look good. That's for damn if Amber is this account. So she's all.
Where is this girl's head every day? I thought she got some new teeth and like went and loved life.
Now again, these are the women. We've seen Anne's
Not the
teeth,
drug addicts.
JY,
Who needs new teeth?
Momo. Did you see on Reddit? They did Lou. I love Reddit so much, but you did Louis Anderson so dirty. They put a screenshot
Look the same to me.
of Louis Anderson
But they said her
next
twin
to
sister looked the same to
Momo.
me.
And I was like, oh my God.
laughed
Thank you,
so
Julie
hard.
BC.
I
Thank
laughed
you
so
guys
hard.
so much. We see all of you, Lady Buddhist, 20 shots fired. Wait, is that what it is? 20 shots fired now. You guys are going to make Busy stay up all night. Let's see if we can make Busy stay up all night long, all night. Okay. So here we go.
I didn't know she was behind all this crap. I can't keep up with Brittany. I didn't know she hated me that bad.
Brittany hates the world.
Me neither. And she evidently she used to love me. I don't know what happened.
This is
I don't know. But
So this is
here we
Brittany here
are.
saying, I found Yahoo Boy Aka's Phil's real daytime job. Here it is.
Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Britters.
Coming after us. Why ain't he going after the
We
right
didn't find shit.
John and anyone who befriends him, and I don't care.
So
If
why
you
don't
keep
they
attacking
ever
me?
get
I don't see
out?
John doing the dirty, filthy shit
Can
I see these people
can I
doing.
make something clear here? And I know I said this before, and I know we
Here
all
we go,
have, but
Biz.
like, I have said, I keep hearing, I don't agree with some of the things that John said. Yes, I agree with everybody. That some of the things I said were just complete vile. But
you were at your limit.
it's not. I didn't say those things just like, oh, it's Tuesday. Let me wake
Yeah,
up
I
and
know.
say this about
I know.
somebody. No, this was after months and like Joleen, who went for months, and we were living in the motel and making fun of the motel we lived in, and our shitty TV, and our.
It was the microwave lasagna. That was hilarious. And also, you were acting like you were a baller while out there disparaging, doxing, and harassing people and being a horrible misogynist.
That's what they said.
Right?
We were saving money.
We were saving money.
Murder.
This motel is worth so much money. So are you poor or are you balling out? Yeah,
Right.
are you getting no views and you can't cover the shows anymore, or are you with all of the people? You can't push it to fit your narrative, sir. At the time, you're slandering Cheryl and Perry, you're making racial comments, you're talking shit on Busy, you called the F word. Like, give me a break. And all we were doing is providing comedy and commentary about you fighting with other adults on the internet and then living in a motel where you were calling the police and going real life on people, saying Perry Sanders was going to murder you, and then lying about the police. And the police came back in and you had the phone in your pocket and the police was like, we watched some of your stream and you were not telling the truth. We did not have a watermelon mask. And so you were putting all of that out there for people to provide commentary on and for people to provide comedy on. Nobody just went and stalked you and sought you out in this way. This is what you were doing. And then now I'm the victim. This is Darvo at its finest.
Are the accommodations at the hotel. We're going back like over 2 years now.
Yes.
I didn't even know who Joleen was up until like 6 months afterwards,
You're welcome.
where she's making like a living off talking about how shitty my life is.
Sir, I don't know what your bills are, but I cannot make a living off of you. I don't know how that would be possible. You can't make a living off of you. How am I going to make a living off of you? Now, granted, I can make more money off than you because I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know I'm a carny like that, and I have actual talent, and I don't sad fish, and I don't weaponize and monetize mental health and things like that. So, yeah.
And then I clap back. And that's the thing. Like it takes me a while to clap back, but when I clap back, it's vicious.
And when you rant, exactly, and that's why you rant, because these fuckers pushed you into a corner, Anne.
And it's not like I'm just making these things up out of thin air. Like, oh, I'm gonna wake up today. Oh, I didn't like
John,
that
the thing is,
so let me say this about somebody. No,
you're not calculating.
What's going on? Because it sounds like
neither.
He's talking, but Jen is like, right, that's why you push back. And then Ann is like, hey, who are we talking to?
Jen now thinks her and okay, so the latest on this, I think, is again, we're not covering Jen Bailey channel. There's a lot of other people that do that. That is not, to me, that it's not funny. She just no, thank you. It's too much. Okay. She thinks her and JY are twins.
Okay.
They've never really fought, even though they definitely have. And she is going to talk to her boyfriend, the guy you watched on Love After Lockup, and his mom. she said, and they are going to move to New Jersey, maybe, and live by JY, which I'm sure JY is like, Maria, can you tell me how to do that TRO right quick that you did on those, the lady with the prayer jar? Because I don't know. Because right now they're just using GB to get back at Squirrel Girl. You know what I mean? That's been from the beginning. Once Squirrel Girl went rogue, they knew GB they thought would hurt her. That's how these people operate. They don't have real friendships. They just weaponize people against each other. You know, they move it like, they don't treat them like humans. They treat them like
the lady films squirrels. Like I mean, I really don't think y'all can really bother her like that. Like she films squirrels.
And I don't think she's bothered by it. I
don't think she would be. She's like literally has cameras on squirrels.
I mean, I think she's a little, I'll be honest, I do think she's a little bothered because she'll get really mad and yell. But
oh my God, but if I heard of squirrels, I don't even know if that's what it's called. But she'll be over this drama. And can you imagine?
No, so GB's trying to move there because they're twins and they're, hey, sister, soul sister. And Momo could care less. She's like, I'm just weaponizing her.
Everything that people say about Jersey is correct. If GB is moving there, everything they said about Jersey is correct because we already know JY's there.
And Momo and Mrs. Doubtfire hate Scamber so much that they know GB used to panel with her. That's just, we paneled for a year. It's like, what is that even? I don't even, what? Like you went live and no one watched? Okay, we got it. That must be paneling. Okay. We do live streams here. We're YouTubers, performers. And so Momo knows she can weaponize GB against Scamber, get inside information. And then that works for No Neck Ann because then she's able to come in and be like, oh, hey, tell us more information. And then they can kind of send GB out because these are the same people. You forget that we're talking about GB's dead mother, I believe, and her son doing illegal substances together. That was the nurse was doing that. Remember, we covered that live a little bit when Jen went up against all of them and we were like, get it, girl, take them down. And now, much like Mrs. Doubtfire, she has no scruples and no pride in herself. So she has went back to her attackers. It's like, is that like Munchausen syndrome or something? Which one is that one? Not Munchausen. It's the one where you like feel like a special closeness to your captor.
That is don't say anything. It is Stockholm
syndrome. They got a lot of Stockholm syndrome going on, but they could give two shits about Jen Bailey, and she'll learn that again because they've picked her up and thrown her out a million times. And she also knows the game. She's not an innocent party in this. She understands that you know how you manipulate people is you say, I will be your bulldog. I will fight for you. I will say these things. And then she plays it under the guise that like, I didn't know. And I'm, and it's like, ma'am, you're like 50, you do know this stuff. And then she either like hardcore, like love bombs you until it's like, you're so great. I love you. And then she also then goes after your enemies. So they know now that they lost the squirrel who would fight for them. They need someone else to fight for them. So that's where she comes in and she's moving to Jersey. And he is out here saying, okay, I get it. You guys have to answer for me. And people are hating on you because you guys are sticking up for me. But did I say things that were out of line? Sure. But there was a reason I said it. And that's because these people pushed me to it. Okay.
Joleen. Okay. Come on. Tomorrow.
Sorry.
You're not looking up these people's details, looking up where their parents died, and looking up their family information and trying to interview family members. You don't do any
where
of
my
that.
mom committed suicide, like that type of wizardry, like that. No, I agree. But like, I just want to be horrible. And have I said horrible things on a clapback? Absolutely. But that's only because these people brought me to it after months and months, or sometimes years of poking, and so I don't think anybody should agree with some of the horrible things I've said, but I've said horrible things because I've been pushed to the limit, and I want to make that clear.
That's not an apology.
Listen, I'm not disputing that, but they keep saying we're sitting there co-signing, so we're racist, we're doing stuff to kids, and that. That's the only reason I'm saying that is no, I'm not saying I agreed with that, but I don't agree with the way you've been treated. I don't agree with the relentless bullying, the channels that are continuously coming after you.
Do you agree with how he treats other people?
And I totally get
it. And I'm making zero at the moment. Zero.
Yeah. And they want us to do
everybody
it.
is making money off my name with me right now.
Nasty ass non-content provider. Okay. Okay.
That's what it's all about.
Let's finish tomorrow.
That he thinks people are making money and they're not. I wish we were in the same time zone because I'm like, it's 11, but I should go to bed too.
And it's like it's 3:00.
Oh my God, I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay.
I gotta get a haircut tomorrow.
You do? You have a big day tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, not a big day, but I gotta get a haircut.
Yes. All right. Well, what time should we go live tomorrow? Let's tell the people so they can get excited.
10 p.m. here.
Don't you think that's too late for you? Don't you want to go earlier? So you
No.
don't have to stay up so late? You always pick really late
Love
East
and
Coast
Marriage
times.
BT comes on at 8.
Oh my God, you're so funny. So what about 9? So it's not as late for you.
30.
You love a late night stream, but then you're like, I sleepy, which makes sense. It is 3 a.m. Look at people say, boo, busy.
Boo yourselves, Ness with the mess. I love the name.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for staying up with us, all of
No
you. And thank
problem,
you,
yeah.
Busy. Yeah, and he's making money. He's got memberships that he's not providing anything for. So it says, cry me a river. All right, you guys, make sure you like this video on your way out. Thank you for all the super chats, your support. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes. Think we can do it, Biz?
I think so.
Let's get to 1,000 likes and 200 comments. So just comment away.
Yeah.
Ask them some questions, Busy. What do you want them to say?
I don't know.
Okay. House of Princess, shout out to House of Princess. Okay, you guys, you're fantastic. We love you. I'm looking for our outro. Sorry, Busy. And we'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye. I'm going to play 2 outros, so you might just want to log off, Busy.
I got you.
All right, because I know. Love y'all. Bye.
We're the Bully Busters. We eat straight rocks. If we catch you bullying, we'll knock off your socks.
Well, then get the fuck off of our channel!
Shut up, Cody.
Bye, bitch. Bye. Okay, see you then. Bye.
They're muted.
I know. Bye. 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 Bye.
Oh my God.
Gotta go. Bye. Gotta go. Bye. Yep. Keep lifting those titties. Bye, bitch. Bye. 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 Bye.
Cody.
No, everybody wants to talk. I'm fucking talking now. Bye, 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 bye. Well, then get the fuck off of our channel.
Amen. We got 45 minutes and then.
Tilly just stopped and my kitty, she just sat on it. Tilly! All right, we're doing that again. Vera. And we do have like 45 minutes until it's midnight, but not Sunday.
Amen. We got 45 minutes and then it's Sunday. Praise the Lord.